Yes, people, good night, good night, good night, good night. How have you guys been? You don't know, so we're there again. RAWPA CRAWPA, and tonight we have a very special guest, Elder Ras Levi. Ras Levi, introduce yourself to the audience.
Blessed love me, brethren, Wapa. Yes, King, yes, King. Beloved people, we give thanks and praise to the Most High God, Rastafari, let's last the first in this time, you know. Don't know how it go, you know. Give thanks for life, give thanks for good health, give thanks for strength, love, unity, you know, that we want in the community. Yeah, man, give thanks for the evening, you know, so we come together and we are going about a little reasoning and little meditation, you know. We are going to try to share with I and I people in this time, you know, so bear love and consciousness that we want, you know, and unity amongst black people. So we know, we are confident in the victory of good over evil. So let I and I go through, before I introduce myself really, but I like to give a little prayer, a little eyes is like, His Majesty show we anything we do when we start and when we finish, we have to give eyes, you know, that's the order of life, you know. When I and I start, you know, within nothing, our Father say the word, you know, word, son, and power. So the word was created and the light come in. So at that level, you know, through today is a full moon, where we are going through the moon circle. Now this time now, so I give a little eyes to the Father. Glory to the Father, glory to the Son, glory to the Holy Spirit. Abdual manifest kidus aduam black. Abdual manifest kidus aduam black. Abdual manifest kidus aduam black. Rastafari live for ever and evermore in the heart of I and I people, black people, African people upon earth. Blessed peace. We are going through the Ethiopian prayer, you know, as you know, I and I Ethiopians, you know, from birth, from nature, original Ethiopian, Rastafari people, original Ethiopian, African people. So we give thanks again. Abatashin oi besemai metno, simi ekedes mengesti timta, ikwadish besemai indeonech, and a diu bemedertiun, yelet in Jarashin and Stenzari, Bidashim and Yikerben and Denia, Yibidilem Yikeren diminil, what the fetting namakta kaban, kakifu, adin and enji, mengis yantinatna. Hailim misganam lizilalimu. Hailim misganam lizilalimu. Hailim misganam lizilalimu. So let the words of an eye mouth and the meditation of an eye out be acceptable by you, Almighty Father, creator of heaven and earth, creator of air, water, fire, and earth. Almighty Father, we pray you we pray to you and we beseech you and we give thanks and praises to unto your name, your holy name. Keep I safe in everything that we do. Keep I safe in our works, in our families, and in our communities. Perfect peace, perfect love. Yes, me brethren.
Yes, blessings, people, blessings. Because you don't know the people, more time we come with laughter, more time we come with fun, more time we have to come with reason, more time we have to come with meditation. You understand? We can't keep it just on one level. You understand? We have to bring the thing on different level. Especially nowadays, the amount of things that go on in the society. You see me? We have a child.
True, man.
Reach out on different levels. So right now, many elder there, we have a little reasoning, same way. You understand? Make him give you make him give you some enlightenment on him journey and stuff like that. So beautiful people, if you haven't shared the video for me yet, I would like if you could share the video for us, please, so we could get some more people. You understand? For join the meds. Cause I don't know, say a bit of everything. You understand? Too much of one thing good for nothing. And as I said, the youth on the street and the progress and from the fight where the elder them putting back in ideas to the level and the state and the people them nowadays. Elder, give them a bit about the journey and you understand.
Island Bridge. Yeah, man, as a youth, you don't know how it go and you will grow, born and grow in the Caribbean island of Martinique, between Dominique and Martinique. So, as you know, the colony was like more or less under French regime when we go first, and but as a young age we travel to the next door. This is a British colony, a Dominican, so we come to know little more things and exchange things, between the two, two words as them say, because them time there is two different words, Like a man say, oh, them man they can't talk to them man they them English, and the next man say, oh, them man they French. Although we are same family, same African people, and most of we travel in and out to the islands, and have family in the next island or whatever. So, but through colonialism, the imperial power of Babylon and thing, confuse all our parents and things. So when the light come into I as a youth, teenager, and just a light, because remember most of we don't know much, because we have follow this typical thing,
Yes,
typical music, whatever we see
that we work with.
Yeah. So we start here about Rastafari and the light come in a them place, then we go straight in it. Because this is a new wine. And it keep eye because it talk about black people and redemption and them thing. Then we realize, as youth people, as youth, them time there. We up on the street like the same youth right now, we up on the road and I do things and where and we say no, but we have to improve, with the community and have to start do things and get back, can't follow the system. So we start from there, when we say we don't follow the system and we start know about things like them time there a Malcolm X come in and Martin Luther King and we hear about them and then we hear about Bob Ruben Stamali, them things come in earning spear. I told the Caribbean and in the 70s and we come to link up with them and then and see what go on. Develop and the same thing I want, because same persecution when Rasta come in and same thing, Babylon a fireman and someone have to flee in the mountain. Fly in the mountain, but same time a pressure cause them a trace man in the mountains, them a send soldier upon we and all them thing there. And same way like in Jamaica, them have one time in Dominica they used to have the Dread Act. So them say any Rasta man them see. Boom, I have to go jail. I was at time, the time of Eugenia Charles. Yeah, she was a woman prime minister. Same time when Thatcher, prime minister in England, little bit after this woman come in a government and bare persecution, enough racists get killed and go jail. All right, so same time in a Martinique, same thing. They might kill out Rasta.
So I'm saying it's like it was and at them time the same thing I go on a Jamaica same.
Yeah, so little after Jamaica, So you see
like that one every Caribbean.
Yeah, you see like 60 Coral Gardens. You see the Moby, when the thing happened in Moby. That follow, you know. It's like the Caribbean government just follow Jamaican government and say, all right, in the 70s and 80s, Rasta get enough persecution same way. Same way like Coral Gardens, man go jail, man get shot at distance, man in a mango tree. And most time is whether police or white man. One time I remember me bridging him go in a mango tree to the man say, big land, you know. But white man see him, the white man say him dep on him land. And dead. And you Rasta youth, you know.
Just like that.
Just like that. And the mango tree, nobody in I use the mango tree, my lord, me I tell you. Cause the man they have woolly land and empty land. So we there as youth, you know, we there country and you know we are eat food and we are move, you know them with it. So to them see we are still at the and yeah. And a three of them, you know, a three of the boys in the thing and two escape. But you know, one get
to get.
Yeah man, so them time there bear persecution, so I go on around them area same way, you know. So after a while we decide we never really decide, you know, through circumstances we feel move to Europe. So we go straight to France first and then England. As from we in the 80s, the movement, you know, the Rastafari movement are forward in the UK, especially London.
Okay, so what were
we come to see.
One time you did job like straight around at the Rasta house or...
Yeah, we come in at the late 80s, like 1987, coming to England straight. But we have linked, you know, through phone and thing, we have linked and we did no couple by phone. The man tell give me address, Rasta House, at Kennington, St. Agnes Place. So the same day me reach Victoria, same day me go to Rasta House, Rastafari HQ.
So even the HQ, how was the HQ like back in them days? Because I can't remember when me dropped in a place in 2001 and me live at Kennington, some automatically the Rasta House was one of my first base and I know some used to the Rasta House regular and it was a nice vibes, it was a nice environment. Even every day, when you grow in there, you jump them a play and you can go in a prayer and...
Yeah man, them time the things are revitalized because remember the HQ was occupied from the late 60s, you know. And big bridging them from Jamaica occupied the house. Through them say it was a house that was bombed by the Germans during the war. So the people them give it up. So they did their years, about 10, 15 years, nobody not live in it. So I see the place and the elders them and them go in it and start to
build it up,
refurbishing and until now, you know, one of the bridge in Adi, I'm still in a big son, I'm still see him, the elder now, and he must suffer still, you know, tell you the truth. But he's one of the man, the first man who come in and keep up the house. And after that, this man come in like Bingi, Ras Bingi, the elders, you know, our beloved elder who passed in Ghana. You know, a whole heap of man come after that, you know, Pepe Judah. You know, if man remember them, know, you know, the history. And when we come in and see the man there in action, and the whole heap of work, Mr. Appleby. All them man there, you know, the dead at them time. There's the original man who negotiate with Lambeth Council to get the place officially. Because when it come, we go to the place and then we have to negotiate with Lambeth and Lambeth accept our position because we come with credential as a community base.
That's so good. 1 second, I'm not cut you. People, we are talking about the Rasta House that used to be in Kennington, the Rasta headquarters, the HQ. If you just join, me, RAWPA CRAWPA and Ras Levi, we are here having a discussion about how it was then, how the movement was then from now, the difference and when it just came into London. And the Rasta House was there before, no, the Rasta House is not there. No, there's even no HQ. So we also have to know how it reached from having our 30 apartment.
Yeah man, about 30, over 30 rooms.
Over 30 odd rooms.
Yeah.
You understand?
In the building, yeah.
The headquarters was good because it wasn't it wasn't just for Rasta, it was for anyone. Cause say you come from Jamaica and you reach a UK and you don't have no where to go. You can always go to the Rasta HQ. You see me I say, cause say you in a UK yeah, and for some reason you find yourself not have no place to sleep, nowhere to live. You can always go near the HQ and them will find a room give you, them will allow you to stay there until you can sort out yourself and get yourself back on your foot, and then you can move out if you choose or do what you want. So anyhow, finish elaborate.
Yeah, well when I go through that them thing there in the 80s. I remember the Brixton riot, 81, and from that man gather in a Brixton town and say, alright, we are going to move different. You know, all through 12 tribe did move from the house, you know, originally 12 tribe in it, and was one Rasta thing, you know. So 12 tribe come get foundation when Prophet God come in England, and them say them want them own place, you know. So they move from the place, get them own place in Manchester first. But them time the man say, alright, we are go rebuild this organization, Ethiopian World Federation, from 80s, 81, when they had the conference, and say, all right, we will rebuild that and make that function again. Because Majesty, we that thing from the 1937, when the Italian war come in, you know, it was an organization to help Ethiopia from them time there, you know. So we say we are revitalizing, look for repatriation and reparation. That was from them time they were talk, we depend on that thing, you know. Reparation and Repatriation Committee. That was from 82, 83, 84 coming up. So when we reached the same day, 87, I remember the next day was the 23rd of July. So boom, Brixton Town Hall. The organization did have the Brixton Town Hall at a donation. Them time we just give a donation to Land Bet Council. We never used to have no big payment and those type of things. Any celebration come in, we ask for the town hall and we get the town hall.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So them just basically give you free, just a little contribution, no big price.
Tell you no price, maybe we go there, just a little contribution, like you say, if we just balance, you know, to say that, you know, we're there.
We're there,
yeah. Yeah, to say that, you know, something is happening, and we spend the whole night. Them time there is not till 12, you know, 2 o'clock. It's all night till 4, 5 in the morning. You have big celebration and all Rastaman come in. East, north, south, west. You know, them time there. You know, and Rasta was more unite. Every time you dep on the road, Rastaman a hail Rastaman.
Yes.
Them time the Rastaman a stop and talk to each other and you know, and converse and support each other and like if you see a police stop me, by the next 2 minutes you see about 4, 5, 6, 7 Rastaman a support and you know what I mean?
Them time them proper unity.
Yeah, man.
Simply look at them stuff. Them time like, no, them lack of unity, but at that time the unity and the strength was there.
When we come that me see in London, Kennington, the whole of London, you know, all the time come we go leave North London and we see the same thing. You know, see. So that was one of the best events when we reached this event, 23rd of July, which is His Majesty's birthday. At that time, it was a big event in Brixton Town Hall. A big artist, and Levi, and well, a big artist I performed that day. And big show. Back, ram. So, yeah, man, from them time, we know and we confirm and we attest that, yeah, it's a real thing. Because me still a youth, you know, Rasta youth, I come in and, you know, and me see the man, them have enough knowledge and things are going, you know, man, I go Ethiopia. Them time there, man, I go Africa already. Enough man, I repatriate and go in and out Africa and Ethiopia, Ghana, Nigeria. You know, them thing there, you know, because remember, this thing start for a good while. You know? So things go on and move in, and myself, you know, as I say, I went to spend time in North London, but still in contact and travel Europe and different part, and, you know, move around, go America, and, you know, we still have base, come back in England and see what going on. And we see the change when certain men start coming, certain crews start coming in at the house and things start changing. put pressure upon I people. Some of I leave.
Like, explain that a bit more, like, crew, like, what, the mans them off the road or different organization or...
Well, not different black. It's quite complicated, you know, to explain. Like, for example, there was one session happened, like, all right, you know how Brixton say we have the front line at Brixton, front line. You know, for man, we know the thing, you know, you have the front line on the lane, and when the police raid the thing, raid, for many years, you know, so them say, well, them are going to get rid of I people, or the youth, them put them on the front line, and most of the man them move to Rasta HQ. Like you see, it was like, not only is a community place, yes, like we used to have schools, shops, we have a creche for children,
and the place
we used to have our tabernacle when you are pray and play drum and nabingi. You know, we have room I rent, because remember Lambeth Council, I pay the thing, you know. Lambeth Council, I pay the organization. You know, so when people come, we can deal with it. If like you work, you pay your rent. If you don't work, you get housing benefits.
Yes. Okay.
So Lambeth still pay.
Okay.
The organization for you to stay in the room, proper room with bathroom, everything.
Let me know, man. Come
upstairs, downstairs. Remember, three-story in a building.
Yeah, man.
4.
Yeah, man.
And we have the top. You know, so them time the things are going. So once start to move in, and the lack of discipline, the lack of, because remember when they're on the road and they have a pressure coming from the police, and then you have this new thing coming, the informer thing coming. You know, because the police start pay people for compound. Yeah, for compound and them things. So
police
start get difficult, you know, because that get difficult, and some of I leave the house because some of I never want to conflict, because we used to have it peaceful, you know, and do the work, and where all police they never even bother come check we.
Everything does legit and everything does
yeah cool. Man, because them know we all, some of the British did visit. I remember the puppet is Prince Charles, you know, it's supposed to be Prince Charles thing and whatever with the Lambeth Palace. It's prophetic of them people there, you know. All we go visit the man there, you know. Some of I go and visit, and the man acknowledge we can use that property for the community, because them see that we are do good for the community. All mothers, children are coming, them get food, them get things, them get, you know, things, and what work did I go on them time they were doing. I tell you, and music and all the artists them.
Yes, yeah.
From Yard, from all artists coming from
as well, innit?
Yeah, man, from all over England, from Jamaica, from the Caribbean. All the biggest.
Anyway, you come from one to Japan.
The biggest artists.
HQ, Rasta House. Everybody want to know Rasta House.
The biggest artists. Famous like that. Sleep there, you know. Because after the show, my boy did tell me, Ras Malaka is a Bob Marley spiritual man, you know. Ras Malaka did it all the while. In past the other day, you know, me and Malaka is very close. When the match told me 74, or 75 when Bob played in England, and then him go sleep straight after the show. Him go to Rasta House and go sleep in Bridgeway and spend the night after the big show in Bridgeway, you know. So them way they all Gregory, Dennis Brown, Sugar Minot, all the artists.
Yeah, man, some great people walk through.
Yeah.
Some great walk through.
You can't name them Bridgeway.
Some great.
Recently, Luciano. Some, you know, Mikey General, some big artists, some big personal ambassadors, you know, some MP come visit we. Some big people we use, because the thing was like an embassy. That place there was like the Rastafari embassy in England, and it become a worldwide known embassy.
Yes. Then
people coming from Japan, all over the world. Come check me, but them time the tribulation and troubles, because with the infiltration all coming up 90s, 2000, and we see, you know, like any other black places we have, African people gather, things start get messed up.
Yes.
And it get messed up.
Sooner or later.
Yeah, we try to maintain it and we try and keep up with it and for years and years and years until shortcut. And 2007, this is when the police and Lambeth decide to raid the place. Raid it and and destroy the whole building.
Yeah, because then don't even take the place and
The
raid
whole
that.
building,
Then buck down the whole building,
They put it down, the whole building, and claim that crack cocaine in the building. But eventually they never find no crack cocaine in the building at that time because through them know how them deal with the thing.
Yes.
Whoever did have the thing never gone with it. You know, see? Yeah, whoever did have the thing gone with it because them know the police would have, were coming. Because it's a, you know what I mean? It's a setting thing working together and where because the whole thing is a thing to destroy the Rastafari movement, Cause remember from I grow. Remember me tell you, from I grow in the 50s in Jamaica, then in the 60s, 70s at the Caribbean. The system, most governments in the world try to put on and destroy the Rastafari movement. How many people get dead and how people escape death? How many Rasta people escape? To Rastafari. I tell you.
Not true, because
so, yes, some of them think,
even by them moving the Rasta house, it's like it's a cramp to the system. You see me? Because it was like a landmark, so to speak. You understand? Once people drop in their place and them know, so alright, anything Rasta house and you're good. Cause even after that, I thought HQ they moved to Brixton. And as you can see the other day, I was in Brixton and me I search HQ. And there wasn't a HQ. So imagine all the other people were searching the HQ as well too.
Yeah, man. Enough people are still at search. Enough people are still every day. About every week, once a week, I have ones asking me question where the issue, where Rasta play, where the building, which part you there, give me your number, where the office number. But we used to have office number, all them things there,
Remember,
shop,
proper organization,
studio, music studio, recording studio, and we used to have professional, as I said to you, professional people come in there. I work. So it was not like a joke business.
No, it was serious.
Yeah, but the people them attack it and make it like it's a no serious thing. So what heap of work that one we achieve a lot of things within the community and locally, nationally, internationally. We achieve so much. And until now, we are waiting for recognition. Remember, we didn't get no compensation, from that. After that, man get sick. And what thing happened to man and woman, Rasta woman too. Remember when the police raised the place, them put iron on all Rasta woman, big Rasta woman, on their face on the ground, worse than war, and you have gun on your head, you can't move, and he'll come move.
Why them come around?
Them gonna juke you with him big M16, them think me say, what happened? What happened about 2007? Now we still have 10 years now.
We never know, sir, that's how them coming aggressive.
Oh my Lord, 10 years now we coming in the right time. We don't want to prolong it, but remember the 12th of April, for those who know, 12th of April 2007, it was about time.
It was the 12th of G.
Same time right now. Now me attack now.
Oh my days!
About 2-3 in the morning. Now.
Oh,
10 years ago.
I know after 2 man.
Same time now, when we there in the thing.
So no.
We finish our meeting.
10 years ago, this time, the Rasta house was literally a raid. They getting raid.
Yeah, man. A proper vicious attack.
What a coincidence!
Well, it's Rastafari make things, the way it's supposed to, And from that, go thing happen, most of the elders, we don't see them much. They see Ancient Benji, Uncle Joseph, I see him from time to time. Wow. Some of I still there about and do the work, but enough I gone.
No, me shock.
Cause, yeah man, 10 years now,
10 years. Right at this moment,
right
people
now,
them
now,
they
now.
attack. You understand?
Cause when we there, the meeting done, and we have a reasoning and we have burn a little thing, we go in at the shop and We have a final reasoning when we Beijing and a couple of sisters in there. Man asleep already, you know, all Malachi. Because people are sleeping in the building, you know, all the elders sleep. People in them room, you know. We hear some gunshot, boom, 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 thing, you know, against the thing. Realize a bear police helicopter. Police. Yeah, man, about more than 200 police. With the war gear, you know, they not come, you know, like.
What? So.
When war, you know, war movement, no move, nothing,
then,
can't move. So.
Feels that them in go. What them feel them, what them think them there go?
Well, that matter. It was a war action. Even them people in that area, the first time them see that. First time ever. Come be no big man, Englishman, you know, white man, and him say, him go through all thing, Second World War, and him see, you know what I mean? Him say first time him see them type of attack there.
And a civilian
in a English soil. Because him never see that. Never see them thing that happen in England.
Man, them come like say the dog come prepare for shoot out and this and that.
Some my boys get shoot too, you know. Yeah man, one of the boys get clicked down.
In that same process?
Yeah man, get injured. Yeah man, the same night. Yeah man. Wow. So that was terrible. So we don't want me tell you, just praise the Father, and that coincide same time. You see how everything I work out in that coincide with the attack of Magdala. You know, the 13th of April, 1868. The British Army invade and attack Ethiopia. And them attack the residence of the king, where the capital city, I mean Magdala, where them have the palace, the king palace, the Emperor Palace, Emperor Theodorus Palace, and the biggest church, Orthodox church in the country, Medanyalem. The British Army go there, and Victoria, you know, Queen Victoria. Yeah man, Queen Victoria sent the British Army, and them loot the place and burn down the whole place to the ground, and burn the church. They burned the Emperor Palace and take everything from there, you know. So that we did it now, you know, 1868, 13th of April, a 2 date, if you remember, you know, and the 12th of April 2007, the same attack, you know, attack people, them time there, you know. Remember what me I say, you know, Rasta. And see something, you know, the 13th of April and the 12th of April. You know?
And even by them,
that the British Army, the same British Army come to Rasta HQ, you know. Same British Army, you know, who went to Ethiopia over 200 years ago and take everything. And it was alright the Beijing when a man hear about Racimo McLean. When him go to the British Library and see the Ethiopian books and the golden crown, the golden cup, the golden chalice, let's say cup, the chalice, a big chalice in a gold, you know, the man take from them time there in Ethiopia, carry to England, and whole heap of books, church books and all kind of books from the church, and them still have it in the library and in the possession, and some of them in the possession of the Queen.
So hold on, so no,
she can't let go them thing there. No, she say.
So no one never got try to get mad about them.
Yeah man, let me say, Seymour McLean is one of our brethren from them time there, from 1984. He's engaged to liberate the book and he have a campaign, Magdala campaign, what they call Magdala campaign, to restore the books and the treasure. Not books alone, you know, a whole heap of gold and things like that, you know. And things, churchical objects and churchical things that the people take from Ethiopia. So remember from that, this is where England started to build up because money are coming at the country, you know. I'm talking about 1868.
Gold enough.
Same, yeah man. Them say the rose gold. 200 mules. When them loot the place and burn down the city. Them say they have about 200 mules and over 50 elephants. I carry the...
Just a second, please. Good night for all who's just logged on. Yes, the topic tonight is about basically Rastafari right movements from back then until now, and also about the progress of the youths of today and where the youths that them all live and how them even kill off each other. You understand? So RAWPA CRAWPA and RAS LEVI here tonight. A reason with you guys. And even an interview with us a reason and have a discussion. You see me? And also on the topic about the Rasta House. The Rasta House in the United Kingdom, where them totally destroy about them raided 10 years ago tonight. Tonight, right now, 10 years ago Rasta House did I get raided. What a coincidence. Me say me can't believe people until now me shocked.
For real?
No, until now me still can't talk about it.
No, me no shocked.
Me never realized and it wasn't like planned like that, but everything work out where me and one of the elder a reason 10 years after. Meanwhile it happened. You understand? After that they manangle and brutalize so much Rasta woman and Rasta elder and people in general on that night. And you know, Rasta LEVI me now cut it, continue.
Yeah man, go to give thanks for the sound right you happen. You know what I mean? Give thanks cause a serious thing, you know. And through the I invite the I and so we are coming in cause I want people, you know, we want to, you know, talk to the people and work with the I. So myself when I meditate earlier in the day, me say 2 days, them 2 days there, you know, I come 2 days, you know. And yeah, something we have to remember. Can't really forget them things there because it's a serious thing, you know, because when Babylon come on I, you know, yeah, it's hard, Rasta. And those who get involved, were involved, because them say them arrest about 23 people. Them life and them family get you know what I mean? Get really damaged. Me have a sister, I think she's still traumatized. But for over 2-3 years she traumatized, you know. She said she can't sleep, all them things, you know. After because she did dead. And she go police station, all them things about 48 hours in a police station and you don't have nothing, you know, we never do nothing, you know. Because them have to release all the week, no, we never, you know what I mean?
But it's true, them have them plan and them know, so them need for take it house from you guys. Them have to plan out what my plan and
no
come in
man,
like
no
that.
charge.
And even worse than that because me know of personnel who leave from Rasta House on the same road and get even probably sent back to Jamaica because of papers or whatsoever. And then go down and go dead more than one. You understand? So for them act, it destroy, as I said, destroy lives, it mash up whole heap of life.
Yeah, I tell
on
you
different levels.
Same way like Coral Gardens in Jamaica at them time there. That destroyed mash up whole heap of life, whole heap of youth. You know, see them life trouble, traumatized. School and all them types, study all them thing there. You know, enjoyment, can't get no joy, can't feel no joy in your heart, Rasta. When you go through them things, it's hard, you know.
Not true.
So that's about I people is a strong people. I feel respect I people, you know. Trying to Rastafari and we think like it's a joke and people take it like it's a something. You know, I mean a serious something. All black people were suffering this time, it's a serious something, Rasta, I tell you which one. Because we enjoy now, and we know, I know, you know, I is the most strongest people on earth.
Man. Yep.
And are the best people on earth, right? You know, and I testify, you know, for humanity, for humanity, how people can live and survive. And we say, and I survival, you know, the real survival. So it's not a joke thing. So we can move forward from there now because we know once and once know about it, and it's not like we want take time, but true things are moving. Also, we don't have no HQ, we don't have no building in a London right now, but we still have the whole heap of works.
That's it, alright. And
I still involved in a whole heap of works
in
the community.
Yes, so
in
that,
and out.
I'm saying, even though there is no HQ, it work on top.
No man,
work still a go on, the movement still a carry on. You understand? Because even if they try to break the unity and break the closeness and break, cause you know, when time we have a little extra, when we have a place so we can come together and all little meeting and reason and talk, even when them take with that and everybody separate, everybody still are putting their work. Cause the movements have to go on and the works have to carry out.
Seeing. Just think, you see. So all that time we did get a place like the IC in Brixton. A little place same way, but same thing, Lambeth Council. You know, so them come and put some charge, extra charge for I&I. Knowing that I&I is not a business. You know, I&I, it never been a shop, you know, it was a HQ for I&I to give ISIS and to work and do certain work to the community, like people come in and we advise them. You know, we educate some youth come, because we have whole heap of books, we still have whole heap of books and DVDs and educational tools in general. You know, we have whole heap of things, because we used to have classes, you know, remember, in Rasta house, history classes, language classes.
Yeah, man,
all them things there, you know, African
language as well.
Amharic, which is Ethiopian, we used to have the Twi from
Ghana. Because somebody say give to us the daily bread. Letting shit in shot in jar. A Rasta smell me learn all that. Give us
our daily bread.
Daily bread. Yeah. So the guy Rasta house and they want that cliff. You can't grow there and go say, yo, I can't have a cliff. No! You have to grow there and go say, letting shit in shot in jar. You understand? A certain
before you say that, you get your food. and
people that have shown themselves a real meds car. Even if at that, may have shown all these years I watch now, that are more than 13, 14 years now, because the place closed 10. And me can come and speak couple line Amharic same way.
Imagine.
Even if it's a script, me ask her. But me still learn something and still register. So, that we should say, people do learn. So, imagine the youths them are going more in further interest to know more about the language. How much them would have learned. Because me just didn't want know as much for help and for survive, so to speak.
See.
And up to today, I remember. Up to today, I remember.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, let me see that in Jawa.
And them time what we used to say, like Amharic over English. Because that was the way, well, it is the way forward. It is the way forward, you know, because when we know I speak them language there, them confused. We are confused them and disturb them same way, because you see everything we do, them are follow, you know. You know, imagine even some of them people, them go and try play bingy drum. They even go Jamaica. We have the DVD, you know, we see the video, you know, on YouTube. You see the woman sit down upon bingy drum, I try. Them think that can come like abomination. You know, see? Because, you know what I mean? They might represent a certain element, I conscience. And you come use I tools. Because them think that praises, you know. A bingy drum, not any drum. You know? That's I tools for keep the order. If we don't have them think there's no order, no keep. You don't know, yeah. So when you see them people are coming, them that try use our things and play with, you know, a joke business.
Fight against all at the same time. They then take all our ideas,
all respect for all denomination, you know, but
resources and use it for themselves.
Fire, Armageddon time. Armageddon time, we can't let certain things happen and fire have to burn. You know, see? Yeah, fire have to light and
blaze it.
Me I tell you. And all wicked denomination. So and I give thanks and praises that and I still stand and we still learn from the elders. And we still follow, you know, the righteous way. Cause
still spread the knowledge.
Yeah, man. Because it's like, Woolipa we gone still. But Woolipa we debout. And I try inspire and keep the works. And we want the youth to come with I and work with I. Because that I wish, you know, right now, work together with the youth so I can be stronger and more efficient economically, you know, spiritually, morally. You know, we see how we'll get stronger and unite and work collectively. Yeah, that we want now. You know, see. So like now, we are coming in at the present now. For example, we know about this thing, like Jamaican government say them might give apologies for certain things, but them things are not done properly. So the same thing, I take it like a joke. So how you give apologies for Coral Gardens, if you kill out so many Rasta people, you know, Rasta man, Rasta woman, and destroy them life and them aspiration, them hope, and then you just give a little talk and in practical, you know, do nothing. Until now, man I suffer in Jamaica, man I suffer, Rasta man I suffer in England, you know, see. But then I say, all right, let's do a little, like they call rehabilitation. You know, we say, them words me I use, you know, because we don't use them words, you know, the more rehabilitation. Them not try to do that. What about the compensation? Who, you know, what compensate who? Them not, you know, so it's just a talk. So all them things they have to be rectified. Because you can't take Rastaman for joke. Them things they have to stop. You have to stop that. You have to top that, Rasta. Like, okay, Ghanaian government the other day, Ghana, in February, them give, I think about over 20 people, about 30 people, then them get nationality. Them say, one's from Jamaica and America. Yeah, black people from America, Jamaica, and other island, Caribbean. Them get them official thing with the government in Ghana and get them papers. So they can, you know, African nationality straight. Now, them have in Ethiopia now, the government say them will give I Rastafari people in Shashamani, man I will get them status, legal status, passport, residency. That come now. The parliament discussed it last week and they agree. And after the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Immigration take the thing serious, and after various meetings with I people, you know, in Shashamani, and we had two main organizations, you know, them recognize the government is GRDC, which is Jamaican Rastafari Development Community, and Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated, EWF, you know. So them say, all right, they can work with them two thing, and once I get, you know, effective papers. All they use them, you know, I'll get them paper to be able to get a job. Because remember in Ethiopia, if you don't have no legal status, you can't work legally. You know, I struggle again for, like, what if a youth, you know, in Shashamani, a Rasta youth, they not work, when I struggle. You know, see? Not big man, I'm waging himself is a professional mechanics, electrician mechanics. And now he might go start, you know, really function and maybe train some youth.
Yes, because you know,
that's the thing, you know, that's the whole thing, you know, as we have experience and knowledge. When we go them place there, we have to really render our services, like the father say, render, you know, the way that it could help the country. Because it's not a matter of, you know, this man I do this man. You do it for the country, to develop the youth in the whole continent, the whole African youth, that them need. They need I now. It's like now, by the next 5 years, we want over, you know, 1,000 people, especially our youth, university youth in Jamaica and the Caribbean in England, coming to Africa, coming, Ethiopia have really development, you know, all Nigeria, all Ghana, all Uganda, man, Uganda nice place, Uganda. You know, South Africa, you know, all them places, Tanzania, I've been bridging in Tanzania now. Things are going. The last thing he must send me an email, him say, he must look for 2 youth to come work in Tanzania, you know, in an NGO.
Okay.
You get paid everything. You have accommodation, you have a salary, monthly salary. Every month they pay you and they give you a house. You don't pay no rent. The only thing, you know, you have work. In the week, you have your time out, whatever. You know what I mean? And you're not the sun, you know. You're under the sun. Food and drink. Organic food, natural food.
Natural food, real proper
you know,
food.
See, river, seaside, all them things they're there naturally. And You know, see, and the place are developing now, so true we don't get the news. Someone like me go Africa the other day. And them people don't have no problem, you know. If we come to material, most of the people them in Africa, I tell you, it's a minority people are really like go countryside, certain part of Africa, things still tight. Me not say no, you know, it's hard.
Hard, same way.
It's hard, Rasta. But me go certain place in the city and certain part, the people them have material, they can work. You know, man, I tell me sit down there, so when me sit down in front of computer and me can work and do same way like me in England.
Like in England.
Yeah, me I do my work same way.
Everything
yeah, everything
up tempo.
Up tempo between. A new building, the roads, them, you know what I mean? Will heap a factory. They might look for managers, they might look for engineers, they might look for, you know what I mean? They might all over Africa now, because the place I build up. If it's night time, really and truly. Like 2017 now, that coming now, things are happening. Will heap thing this year are going to happen, you know? Will heap thing are going to happen. From west to east. From north to south. Will heap thing are going to happen in the year I come now. We see, we talk about the present, we want to talk about the future. Because we want to organize. Because night time is like, you know, centralized, organized, centralized. So we see where we wish now. You know what I mean? We organize and we have to centralize so we can move forward.
Right. And then move to know where you are go.
Yeah, move forward and settle. Because all of we, you know, we need to find a place in the sun to carve, like the Majesty I show you. Carve a place for yourself and your posterity. You know, carve a place in the sun. So I know Europe, you know, there's no sun in Europe. You know, you imagine, you know, so we don't want to go on to do it, but RAWPA, yeah, time now.
Like even them, the books, them on the papers, them, where they have like even the books.
Yeah. Like we have an magazine coming, like for example, you know, because we love, like His Majesty show we, education is the key. We have the magazine like a Thunder magazine. It's from the Nabingi National Council, UK, England. It's something I produce, you know, on a regular basis. You know, and I give information, worldwide information. That one day early this year we are talking about His Majesty visit to Jamaica. As you know, last year was 50 years. You know, His Majesty visit Jamaica, 1966. You know, so we give report because the whole Caribbean celebrate Trinidad, Jamaica, Barbados, you know, St. Vincent. So it's a, you know, that proper thing.
Yeah, man,
so yeah, all them things that can be distributed.
Feel solid as well, if not the color them.
Yeah, you see. Bright. Maybe I can recognize self in it.
Yeah. Bright and shiny.
Yeah, man. We
proper glass.
Yeah. Africa, South Africa, Malawi, Ethiopia. You know, all them things that I mentioned in the thing, you know, in this magazine. And, you know, like me see something, I open it now. Living Memory is that one other vision will pass away. Bongo Daniel. You know, now Bingi.
Okay, so that's good because
you see.
You're just still even
Rassimo McLean. Yeah.
Them, yeah, man, come.
Rassimo McLean is the elder who passed.
Seymour as well now.
Couple years ago, you know.
Rest them pass off. Was shock as well, star.
You see, so and other update information how Barbados, Bridging and Citrine are going, you know, the Caribbean islands, them, you know, and we are trying gather information worldwide, and we have His Majesty words, speech, and all them things there in it. Yeah, man. So some little works once I do here because it's a need. There's a need for education. There's a need for communication. A need for information. So like, if one interested, you can link up RAWPA so man can get them thing there. You know, all over the world. We still have a website. We have website and thing, you know, and I can link up, you know, by email, by website.
Tell them the website.
By Facebook.
If you don't know the website name, give them the website same time. In case someone.
True. Let me.
The man is a good look, man, and the thing well put together, people. Well pressed, well write up, well print up. You understand? As I say, we also need a lot more of them stuff, you know, our own little black stuff where, you understand, and give us some more insight, some more knowledge about life, about where we are coming from. Because right about now, no, majority I use them last right now, no, some things when them are going with, no, your ancestors, them are turned the engrave, no. Because even from slavery they come up to today, the amount of fight where them fight and the amount of work where them put in, the amount of suffer they suffer for ensure that the youths them free, have education and live good and have a brighter future. At them time, I pay mad this time I go and then get worse. You understand? Sometimes it even come like they are worse and all slavery time to them kill each other and out there go on. Some more time it's good if you have certain little books out there, you understand, you can give them certain messages.
You know, see. So the email, we can give you the email now, and I will give you a number too in the UK. But the email is Nyabingi, or I have to spell it out, you know, because it's a different way. NYABINGHINNE UK _@yahoo.com.
So that's people.
Now repeat again.
That's
Nyabingi, NYAHBINGHINNE _UK @yahoo.com. Then the number will be 0044 79 327 7175. 0044 79 0327 7175. Yeah? Blessed.
Yeah, man. But them see the books them again. You see, man, give them a glimpse inside the page. Them people, you see it everything, or it just well put together and solid. Them man not play things. It's a good look.
Give thanks, my
good
good.
look.
Yes, sir. Yes,
It's
sir.
a good look. I'm not lying.
Rastafari.
Works about it. So even what you think about how the youth them are going today with the whole of crime and violence and the whole of stabbing here in the UK and Jamaica and even the rest of the world?
Yeah, well, you see, this is a terrible issue, you know, and this is where I did still to counteract them thing there, cause more or less when you meditate deep, when you go deep in it, you see, it look like a setup. Cause also when I time as youth, and I did go and do things same way. You know what I mean? But not to that extreme. We never, you know what I mean? We did have some values. Also a man did that as a youth, you could have do certain things, but you would have hold yourself, you know, cause certain things, yeah, you couldn't do it as a youth because it wouldn't make sense at that time. Cause more or less, like if we are living in the neighborhood and a group of youth and we are go out and where and we are keep ourselves to ourselves and we are link up with other youth in other areas.
But not
we never used to fight like this, you know.
Them can't like, because I'm in the next area
even,
war.
Yeah, even it's a two team. We used to play football and them thing there. And sport and we are go play football for the next team. Different area sometimes we have to walk miles. You know? Yeah, we have to walk miles, you know, but sometimes when you play it's a joy. Them time that it was a joy to we are playing things and going and boo boo, you could have little thing and whatever. But when the thing finished, we have food and drink. We'll eat food. And the two team enjoy themselves.
Yeah, I know.
And man go to them yard and by 6, 7 you have to go back home, you know, cause them time there you have to go before dark, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah, so we have that discipline that it was that also we do things now, couple this a runway and them thing there, you know.
And it's
because sometimes we have to run for police but Man never kill no man. We never stab. That never happened in my time. After it's well after me over them thing that happening. You know, even we have fight, a feast and man,
Yeah.
I slap on them. When you gonna slap you behind your head and them lick and go and
you don't know.
yeah.
Them time that if you're not gonna fight face to face and you're beating face to face, him just stay beat and get beaten and they don't know say you're bad than him and they done this. But nowadays no matter if you say you go fight a man face to face and thump man they done this, you know. Little more when you come try.
So me say that thing there is a mentality that comes, a different type of mentality. Maybe I might say it's like a setup because man, I people don't feel like that, you know. We don't think them with it if you really eliminate man.
No.
Directly. You know, we would have fight with a man but the next even in the fight, the next day, me and the man friend, you know, same way, you know. We are go eat together and go by the river, same way, you know.
I play
like we do the day before.
You are done, you done win and that's it.
Cause you know see, so but now it look like man them are very serious. Them are a bit serious.
Everybody I think to take a life.
Yeah,
it's like no
just for a little thing and sometimes I know big reason, you know, I know big money, I know big business, I know big nothing. I know nothing Rasta. You see, so
just to feel like you know a big man and just for the hype of it.
Them set up a certain type, the society set up a type of living. Because it's a way of living, you know, them people, them, you know what I mean? Like I say, it's a way of life. Because we choose to separate ourselves from Babylon and do I work, Rastafari work, the Father work. But it look like them youth there, some people push them to separate themselves from I and go in some other, you know what I mean? Yes, no. So this is terrible. So, but me know in themselves, deep in most of the youth deep in themselves are not really them function. It's like them force, them find themselves squeeze up. Because most of them when we talk to some youth and them ask, well, they wish they could have be, you know, they could have know about Rasta and live a Rasta life, you know, but
and
them don't know. No, but them don't know nothing else. Because the youth are telling me that him know, you know, for me youth. For me know why my know. For me know why my know that him know gang. And this and that and where him don't know about the righteous way. Because nobody never show him them way there. So me I say, well, I see the youth attack, him show me that, you know. He never really going on no proper teaching about
it's like that,
righteousness and love and them things there. So
but I mean, he must
to survive. He must show him have to survive, he must eat, he must drink, and he must feel like anybody else. You know, man have clothes and man have, you know what I mean? Man have wash himself every day and things. So money, from you do them things there, you have to buy clothes, you have to pay water if you wash, you have to have electric if you work and them things there. It's money and them you them want money. No, you know, so it has come to the extreme that the system put things in them head. If you get that money, you know, in any kind of way. Me sorry for it, you know. Go on, me budget.
No, you just say right thing. I'm sorry for it, because right now, the amount of young youths we are dead, the amount of 17, 18-year-old or 16-year-old we are dead, left it to God. You understand? The amount of school youths we are dead. And as I said, 90% of them is for no reason, no valid reason. It's no bag of money, it's just dumb. Some man them just full of themselves and feel like say boy if they kill somebody them a bad man. While that don't make them a bad man. That just make you dumb and stupid. You see me?
Exactly. But like me I tell you, it's not strange, you know, but we see the environment. You see, they put these in some environment and then what them put in them head. Because this thing is a mental thing, you know. Because them things that can be erased. But it's our eye angle, especially the parents. Because it seems that even some of them parents, they might try them best, but there is something else in between. Consider something between the youth and the parents.
And even in this place now.
They can't communicate, they can't reach to each other.
Like example, over here now, the youth, majority of the parents, they don't have control of the kids because the system don't take away all control. They can't discipline the kids them. You understand? So them can't set no state of authority. And nowadays the kids them now listen to him bag attack. As them parents start them tell them to bad out and the parents them can't do nothing. Because if the parents them even touch them and then call police guys go lock up your parents.
Yeah.
And that discipline, that parents are discipline he or she child, to get that child in the best way possible, and them come take out the child and put the child out there and mash up the child life. Once the child out there done, the child said, boy, I know this to do and I know that to do, so I have to survive and there's only one way. But there's not only one way. People might teach you one way, but me guarantee you have eyes. If you see there's more than one way, there's right and wrong. So
they have that.
People can come and influence me, but me still not blind for know say there's right and wrong.
True.
And me still not blind for know say boy, in a right to take a next person's life. We're not supposed to take people's life so cheap. When a man dead and gone, he can't come back in and like say you go mash up a man car and you say alright, no matter what me have like me work and buy back.
You can't go fix it.
You can't fix a man life once a man life gone,
It's gone, was. It's gone, my lord.
Use them now. Focus on the future.
All them things that come like sacrifice, still, sacrifices. Instead of obedience. Because true man don't want to obey or he don't get. He get diverted because he can't get the knowledge. Because most of the youth, we see them, sometimes we talk, is that them want to learn, but like me say earlier, there is no space. Especially here in England, you see them close down community center, all cultural center closed down, all sport center, are closed down. So the youth, they find themselves, whether a youth has stay in a yard, in a mother yard, or in parents' house, or go up on the road. And once you go up on the road, obviously, street business, I will come out and man, sometimes man don't have that strength, that inner strength to make the choice.
To make the choice.
Yeah, like you say, to make the
peer pressure.
Me I go choose the right way. Me I go do this or me I go do that. Me I go fix up this place. Me I go try something different. So it's well difficult because the system don't give we like until now. Like I as Rasta people are asked for a place. Because the youth won't come, to we and learn. Even some youth tell me they want drum. They want to learn how to play drum and all. But which part? Me can't, if me take them to me yard, people are going to complain. Neighbors and they might call police.
Yeah, they make up. Say, they might make up.
You see,
nice,
so the same thing they might wash. Every time they see Rasta, everywhere they see Rasta, they might wash we. So if we go up on the road with them and start give them lesson, boom, same problem. They might come to you're not supposed to do that on the road. So
and at the same time they not provide a place where you can
they're not giving no place.
Get the youth them off the street so you can sit down and learn about them history, learn how to move better in their life, learn how to love better. Because a lot of them don't love in their heart, that's why they them so easy to do things, so the youth them need to know or learn how to love. Because look like I teach people about teaching them something they're not born with naturally.
But I tell you what, that we are combat now, If we get our HQ, if we get a place, if we get a school, if we get a center, that we need. We need whole heap of centers. We need whole heap of school. Because the people them don't know about it. All the people they don't want to learn about themselves. So, see, they don't learn about history. The school, the youth, they don't have no proper knowledge when them go school,
Even share the youth them nowadays.
We are work towards it, All the other day we did have meeting with the police commissioner and we are showing him he can't work so because you are called I fee help because you say there's trouble in the community and through this thing and homophobic homophobic assault and all kind of racism thing are going and where and you want I to bring peace but you don't give I no tool, you don't give I no resources. How you want I to do the work to help the youth? Because that them call we for, you know, help young people, because you know they do this and people are go extreme, and you know them are go do this, and you know it's knife and gun and this, and but you not give I nothing
and
to
they
help
not
the youth.
provide. But you see now,
They not provide, you know, nothing. So
them only talking
but
about.
we still work with them, because them have to give we the thing, you know. At the end of the day, them have to give we.
Because all them say, I feel like force them to give something, but they will forever talk now because they want to act like saying them do something, you know. You understand? Meanwhile, them not do nothing. Because remember, you know, whatsoever go on to affect them, you know.
True. No, man.
You have to affect the black community and the black people, them, you know. You see me? So whatsoever go on, you know, affect them. So even if them don't do nothing, them no business, no. Because them not clean up, no, for them body, whatsoever, you know. So the system, they no business.
True.
But they will come and they will say something if you look like them interested, or them will do something with psychology while we know say them not do nothing. Because in order to get something done, you need to provide premises where the youth them can come off a street and go and learn some form of education, either about them history, either a trade. You understand? Even as simple as going to play drum, somewhere where they don't have to be on the street running riot. You understand? Everybody not gonna listen, but at least you have to have some in a gang where I don't really the same one there, but him find somewhere where he can go and free mind and just do what him like.
True.
If you go play drum in Ghana, HQ can play drum.
And learn something, cause them thing they, you don't like, even drum, you have play drum, you have learn enough, you know, cause playing drum allow a youth not only to know himself, but also to know, to have more control of himself, because he might play instrument, and because the nabbing is an order, you know, is a heartbeat order. So when you go in at that, you know, you are regulate your heartbeat. You are learn to be more calmer. You are learn to be more wiser. You know, more. It will bring love in your heart when you play drum. Also, is the next thing that once we know the thing, no, you know, cause all even black people, African people know them thing there. When you play them type of instrument, drums and natural instrument, it will bring love, natural love.
Yeah, natural rhythm and
in your heart, you know. So you can shine and share things with your vision, your sister, and feel better in yourself. If you do a session, half an hour, 1 hour, 2, 3, 4 hours, bingy, you feel different, you know. And for the youth, it's the same. Because me buck up you, big man. Man, I tell him, oh, Levi, you know, remember 20 years ago, and when I was a kid, and you teach me now to play, I have to play drum. He said, what? I said, wow, okay, I chew. He said, yeah, man, I used to come to Rasta house, Rasta. Yeah, man, I was 7 years old. And he's a big man. He might work, and he might be in car, he might drive. And the mother was, he never forget me. Because me show him the bingy rhythm, and from that him go school and go to examine. Him still I check for Rasta. As a youth, well, he's a Rasta youth,
still
in fact.
Teaching.
Yeah, and he still, you know, he never give up on that. And same youth asked me where the place, cause now in my youth I grow, and he would like to carry him youth to the Rasta house, you know, to see them, you know, to get in the feeling, but we, you know what I mean. So we still are work towards that. We want our place. We need our school. You know what we need INI school. We need INI center. We need INI, you know, cultural affairs to be running. You know what I mean?
Yes, because as I said, enough of these youths, them need to know them. Enough of them,
them
when they come to culture.
So even like we are talking now, even like once and once about, we have to set up a petition to those people, to those authorities, show them that you can't go on like that. Because so many years you undermine INI people.
After we also
as African black people, and you undermine INI Rastafari people, you have to stop that. You know, petition have to go on, you have to write to them, you have to send, you know, man have to manifest and stuff. Same way we claim reparation and repatriation, same way we have to claim our status as proper people. Because we have culture, You know, we have our food, we have our music, we have our way of life, we have our books, we have, you know what I mean? So what else you want? And we have our God, His Imperial Majesty, living God, because Himself, you know, come in this form, in the body of the Emperor, to show His divine power upon earth. So, and I see it. Whether the other people, they don't see it at them. But we know the truth, and the truth is the truth. So the truth is the truth. Can't deny it, you know me. Yeah, you can't hide from there, you can't hide left, but sooner or later, it have to be revealed, a revelation time. Man have to remember, you know. Because whole heap thing happen, you know, from thousand of years. And now is revelation time, Armageddon time. So man have to know the truth have to be revealed. So whether them want to squeeze and they want, you know what I mean? But we, you know, I people have to move forward. Same way, we know the people want that, you know. And that the people want, the real people. Because we are chosen people. Many called, but a few chosen.
Those are chosen.
So we there, I do the work, and we have whole heap of youth. You know, whole heap of youth. Because remember, we are increased, you know. I people are increased. We're not decreasing in terms of numbers. We're getting bigger. But it's a direction that yes. I need now. As a people, as a family, as a nation. You know, we need a proper direction. So, from we move, we know exactly where we're going. Because we know where we're coming from, you know. So now it's the direction for the movement of Jah people. Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Yes, big brethren. You know, see. So we are blessed the people them and we give thanks and we tell them don't give up. Never give up the fight. Because we are confident in the victory of good over evil. So a little tribulation, a little time, just be patient and be reverent and be grateful to the Almighty.
Even time you lose a battle, not give up.
Don't give up.
There to win.
Be grateful because all tribulation is part of the struggle. It's part of the winning, you know, because nothing will come easy. You know, see, the Father is true. We are with that tribulation is greater reward. You know, so the reason why the Father put we in that path. So when the work, you know, when we are go through the work, same way, He might give we, you know, what we're supposed to get. So live good within yourself, live good with your people, live good with your children. Live good with your neighbors. Live good with your family. Live good within your community. You know, because I community, we have to work collective. So through that work there, we are going to see progress. And we are going to see development, joy and happiness. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So collectivity, you know, Rasta. Because, you know, I'm say unity is the key, you know. So,
yeah, man. That's unity is the key, man. Unity and love.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And they say then, you see, once we have that, we can move every mountain now. But you see, because nowadays we are not so united like back in the days. Back in the days,
true.
No, the elder them are proper unite, you know, and that's why so much progress make up to today, you know. But the youths of today and the generation of now, they might carry it right back where they come from on a different scale because it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. It's the same struggle, but it looks like we never see them when they come, because them come harder. Them come more wickeder. You know, them come with more corruption upon I. You know, because remember that, you know, they used to kill I and beat we or put we in a jail. Because now, them do it, you know, still, but them have this mental thing now. Them are put upon I and all kind of, them are forced I to adopt certain levity that I not really, you know, we not deal with them thing there. So them put all kind of thing around I. All kind of sins, temptation around. Look on the world, you know, from I rise as Rastafari movement from the 30s, going up 50s, 60s, 70s, and see how them try, you know, to crush, to mash we up, mash we down completely. And we still alive. So it's coming like a kind of miracle. Because even themselves, some of them man them, come here going and I hear certain talk in a certain place and because we go to certain place sometimes, some embassy and some place and you know, maybe certain man I say that man I say, the white man I say, oh them people are still around. All those years because this movement supposed to wipe them out completely. From them time there, you know, because we have documents, from like we have worked with Simo in them time there, Simo McLean, and we get all the books in get and we have documents. I instruct Jamaican government from here, you know, down in the street, them place that instruct Jamaican government to done with this thing, cause tell those people they cannot go to Africa. Don't let them go to Africa. You know, that the people, stop those things. You have to stop those things in Jamaica. I'm talking about the 50s, you know, 50s, 60s, 1960s. You know, you have orders. And I give, you mean? When them say man do that to man. But man get orders still, you know. Fi kill man. You know, see, and through a colony, you know, you don't know how it go. And now them say Commonwealth, whatever, Commonwealth. You know, is that Commonwealth? Because them give orders to kill out Jamaican people, to kill out Maroons, to kill Rasta man. They give orders to do them thing there, you know, from them time there. So imagine now, after 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, why you think they still not want to kill you? You think them give up? Yeah, from them time, them
the only worst thing right about now is just so the black I kill black so much, then everybody has to sit there and look and laugh.
You know, see. A serious thing, you know, and we give thanks for the little sound and one song when I send and the little upliftment, you know, we give thanks for that because we can see the unity, you know, although we far, but we can feel the idea very close to I and I.
Carisha love, big up yourself, you know. Georgia, big up yourself, you know.
May I tell you?
You see me?
Yeah, man, more blessing and strength, you know.
See, and the next thing again, you know, is sometimes anything to do with negativity is like it's so praise, so to speak. You understand? Everyone is there. One is something to do with negativity. Everyone is there laughing. Everyone is there jumping. But you see, if it's something positive, or if it's some message to put out there where someone can get something from, you don't see them.
No, you don't see them at all.
But knock one whole pan then. Jesus Christ. Knock one whole pan.
That's the part I know.
Knock one whole pan. You see me?
For real.
Rashina, big up yourself, now, Rashina. I say late. I say go more time, better late than never. Big up all of my carpenters.
Yes, I am.
You see, man, Ras LEVI was just there having a reasoning about the Rasta movement from back in the days until now, where they were, you understand, all like trials and tribulation where them also go through, and no matter why they struggle, them know say them still put in work. And the biggest thing, there's no Rasta HQ in London. From them till them Rasta was 10 years ago. We know so there's a HQ in Brixton. Then take real that the one there. So where youth them are get some knowledge? Which part the youth of them are go for sit back and hold a proper vibes and come off a street more time.
You know, see. This is difficult. It's difficult, but we don't give up. I tell you, we don't give up, you know. The people have to know. And the more we come together, the more we are go stronger. And the more they have to know, they have to give we what we need. Because we need it for I and I, we need it for the future generation. Because it's something we are set up, you know, for the future. You know, to protect I and I families. You know, from all those evil forces and that work by day and night. Yeah, you know, all wickedness in high and low places. Yeah, man, we put that down and fire upon them thing there. You know what I mean? You know, see, love, peace, harmony, unity, work, enough work. You know, see, we have the best farmers, Rasta people, you know, the best farmers on earth. You know what I mean? Organic farm. Man know about plants and the amount of wedging me know. The man I use no form of chemical.
Nothing that's
till
natural.
now. A man get sick, man then think man recover just natural. Cause man, you know what I mean? It's natural, you know, man get weak and the body can, you know, be affected, but man I use no form of chemical at all. And man, you know, cure himself or kind of, you know what I mean? So
even say over here as example.
yes, St. Vincent, blessed love.
You know, so expensive
food.
they make the organic food is. You know, see how cheap the rubbish food is. Everybody can afford the rubbish. But when it comes to organic food, and that's why I always say, boy, you see, people back home, yo, if they don't even know how good them have it. Up of them, a pure chemical food. If you want a natural, when I say organic, me like talk food where you just plant and reap. Just normal, nothing. Just you just plant and they grow.
Yeah, you don't spray nothing for it, no spray nothing. We don't need to do that. We don't need anything there.
Let me give you one joke. So when I Jamaica, I never appreciate worm. I know me appreciate worm because any fruit or any vegetable where worm go on, it good. Them a place I know, you know fight worm where worm I go. Yo, worm can crawl, but if worm does crawl upon it, then dead.
No, me I tell you to look on the thing last time. Come on, I tell you a proper setup, you know. All the food. Because you don't see how many people, I talk about African, black, genuine people, and get sick. And a new sickness, you know, new illness, man never have them thing that you can use it, boof. Something just come out, man sick and boom, little more,
Die.
him gone. You know, see, so all them thing there, them target I people, you know. We have to remember that. You know, I have to be very careful in this time. What you eat, what you drink, the way you talk, the way you walk. You know, even the way you look on them. You know, see.
That's girly.
So,
Ever blessed. That's true. The cheap fake foods them pushing is what creating the cancer. Yeah,
definitely, that me I tell you. That
chemical
cheap food, yeah. And that we I tell you. So, them time they want have to be serious and realize that all trading, all right, like we have this thing coming up, or a present and future, you know, we depend now, you know. You have this conference coming November 2017. You know, we want to have a Rastafari inter-Africa trade conference and start I business. You know, I'm talking about food, arts and craft, the whole thing. You know, clothing, because I like make clothes. I like know about food. I know make art, cultural products, arts and craft. And I make books. And I make films. And I make movie. And I make documentary. And I, you know, see, and I Rastafari people make, and we need to connect them thing there and be able to trade amongst ourselves what we have, because it look like a man do something in Washington, like me talk with him, and we find out we are do the same thing more or less in London, but we now work together. You know, see, he might work, he might do that, which is very good. We are do this thing which is good too, here so. But imagine if we are work and connect and work together and big up the thing, and next month in Trinidad, and next month in Yard, and next month in a Montego Bay, and next month in a St. Anne. You know, see, next month in a St. Lucia, and do the same thing, and we are gather our forces towards one unity. So, that me and the elder talk, you know, earlier, the elder from Washington. You know, how we can gather I together, because he might do some works towards Shashamani. Village, and I do the work towards Shashaman the same way to help the elders, especially our elders in Ethiopia, you know. So them think that we can work together. There's nothing can stop us. There's nothing can stop I to work together. It's I will. You know, I have to communicate and get things together and yeah. And work collectively. You know, see, so this conference is aiming, you know, it's supposed to be early November, week 1-week conference in Shashamane, Ethiopia, and we would like to gather Rastafari communities from all over Africa and from the Caribbean. Obviously, the ones, from Europe also, and gather I and find ways to trade, to do business amongst I. Like, you have something in your community that I don't have. We can get it and we send something that you need. Like we have produced the magazine on a regular basis. We can send the magazine, then a man can send some organic food for I Yaso. Because I suffer in terms of food. Enough elders get sick to them have to eat certain food they're not supposed to eat in England and then find themselves. See?
As well.
So if a man no say to him, say, oh, me have to fast, me have to go through some fasting or me have to really keep myself on a level. It's hard because you eat and drink things that you're not supposed to. So if I send the organic food, or we just distribute in our community, or we can send books, we can sell magazine, we can, T-shirt, whatever man want. Yeah, we have proper DVD, we have this, we have that, we are trade amongst I. We don't have to involve other ones. Yeah, because we have enough things if we do it. We need some African craft from Zimbabwe. So me call me Bridgewin, me Rasta Bridgewin in Zimbabwe. Say, all right, send 20, 100, piece for me.
Sell them to one. Me have the product and me go send somebody come down there. And if I sell you also, sell it to one.
Same time you can send, if him send 100 for me, we can send at least maybe 20 or 40 to America or whatever, Trinidad, you know what I mean? And give my man the contact so you can link him and get the thing in Trinidad. Get the thing in Jamaica straight and or send it to Shashamane if necessary. See, so we have to be able to build up our own economics and reject them own thing, them food. We don't want them food too much, and we have our own clothing. See, like all right, me go Ethiopia, me buy them pure cotton. Them have t-shirt, them have pure cotton, them think they're good for your skin. No chemical in it. And we see the people that make them. You can see it yourself. When they make it and boom, you get it and put it on you and boom, you gone.
Like I said, Delroy all said, big up the government the government to apologize to the Rasta, them and for the land where them give them. It's a start.
Yeah.
Must big them up and then give them a land. It's a start.
No man, let me say, it's a start, and let me say this year 2017 we have to be a bit serious because things happening and things will be happening. Like me says, it's a start and more things are going to happen, because like man, through that official thing, man get residence and thing, and I will be able to travel more in and out without visa. That's one of the things. We don't need visa. You can get work. You don't need work permit. You can get a proper job because you have proper identification in the country. See. And this is what the people them want. I bring I contribution. Because them know I have strength, Because people know, I know like 50 years before, Them people, them have technology, them have this, them have the other day, Chronics. Them tell me Chronics play in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. But you not tell me himself, Chronics is one of the best show he ever done. It was in Ethiopia. That was last year. The man himself said that, So tell you the people, them dead, them ready for I. And I have to bring and contribution come together, and I have skill. See the amount of Rasta youth that come out of university or my Bridging youth. Them are look for things. Yes, there's no job for them in England. Because the people they don't want employ them. Them see black African dark skin Rasta man him have the degree, but the white man don't want to put him in enterprise position. Because him have the thing, if he get the good position. See. But right now, if man go right now in some part of Africa, we have some places and man get proper job.
No, proper food fed.
Man get proper recognition as a returnee because you go back to your motherland,
Daisy say, now they're making food in the lab. They don't have land space. We know say over them foreign country they not name land. That's one thing guaranteed with you.
Yes, my friend. You see, we have land. We have land there in Africa. We have land, my brethren, my sister. And as Rastafari people, black people, diaspora people, African people, we don't have to waste time. Because imagine them people coming into, other people coming in Africa. Even now, if you go in the Caribbean, a little space they bought now. Even 50 families. Then people take an island, If you're down there, the Caribbean, yeah. So Africa still have space. But we don't have to tarry. Because if we stay in England and watch and look look on BBC News and expect that BBC will tell you what we do if we go Africa. No, it's not going to work, Rasta.
You're not getting no information from BBC.
You not get nothing, Rasta. The people never talk about famine. Chairman. You not get nothing, Rasta. If we see,
it's real.
If we show you, if you go on African TV and see how Africa move right now. The people them alive. But them are send them people, who was in Ethiopia the other day. To them on the thing, cause news, everybody knows still. But when me tell me where genius, me say, oh, me never know. Why am I doing so? This man called minister man. Oh, his name Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson was in Ethiopia a few weeks ago, Tell me, now me want someone give me the whole thing. Why? What the man I do?
What don't they do?
Tell me what's that. Why Boris Johnson go to Ethiopia now? Well, a few weeks ago. And when them come back now, them are bomb Syria and things like that. See. So, I have to be responsible and see what go on, Rasta.
That's true, man. Rashina, we must only concern with ourselves because we have the most work to do. Nobody help us, even ourselves. We help them by killing each other. Listen to me.
I chew my sister.
No one now for kill. Nobody now for kill him. Rashina, we do it with self. Everybody else is sitting and say, what's the idiot them? Every 5 seconds for one. Nothing. There's no love in a youth them out there. There's no unity. I don't know what go on.
Yeah.
And one thing, it's one time we unite and live love in Jesus Christ. Who can enjoy themselves like we? Who can have fun like we? Oh my God.
Joy days. And happiness and the whole thing. And but still, then set we up. People have to understand that, we are killing each other. This is not our natural way of life. I know African black people, Ethiopian, no used to live like that. I know we think that. We don't say we don't fight, because the most warriors, I know the most warriors in Africa, and we know how to do them things there. We teach them martial arts, we teach them karate and them things, the kung fu, them take it to Asia and Japan. We know fight. We start this thing, iron and knife and sword and them thing they start. We start build iron. The African people are control the thing, we show the Romans and the Greek how to use iron. Then build gun with the Chinese powder. But we know about fight.
Rashina says, animals get no love. We name them. So how we can show love if we eat that? Think about that.
Yes, Rachina. You know what I mean? It's common sense, you know?
We can't toast and
Yeah, man, Rachina talk of common sense.
Panda one of the guys that told me I still can't consume the flesh.
You know,
So
see?
we can't toast so that me have to just ease back on.
No, man, she right, cause... You know,
No,
all-
me know that's a me got some boy me can't talk guys like the stone they lick me.
Well, you have to learn, you know, every day we are learning, you know. And she right, cause when Jah create man and His Majesty create man for him say eat everything that's good, you know, upon earth, herbs, and I give you all the fruits of the earth and the herbs for your, you know, for your salvation. But to disobedience, cause remember disobedience and man get worse, you know. Them start eat a little bit.
Pamela, she is right.
And even him show you certain things you can eat to you greedy and disobedience. But him sure you don't eat certain meat. But still man go and eat all kind of thing. You know, and kill him. You know, even man eat man. You know, all them things them say the Chinese are put things, them tell you is beef and is rat. Them tell you a chicken and it's a different meat, you know, you eat. Like all them you there, them don't know. When a man I go McDonald's and them place there. Man think a chicken. I not even chicken in my eat. You know, see, so one have to be very, very careful. You know? Even you know, cause sometimes I know even animals them, you know. Them give it. No man, I tell you
That's true,
right.
still that's true.
And
That's
even
true,
animals, they're not real chicken and chicken that people are eat, you know, and the army says a setup with brethren, and all those food react not only on your physical, but they react also on your mind, and that people don't really take in a serious manner. When you eat or drink something, it affect your body, it affect your mind and your spirit. You know, you think different according to what you eat and what you drink. You know, cause like for example, alright, a man say man eat alkaline. You know, alkaline food. It's the opposite of acidic food. You know, you go eat alkaline. Your mind, your memory, your faculties, your intelligence are going to develop different, you know, if you are eat woolly meat and milk and cheese and them thing there. Your mind now work the same way, you know. Man supposed but know them thing there. But you know all them thing that we have to learn, we have to know about them thing there. Because what you eat is not physical alone, you know. Them thing they affect your brain. It go in your blood, just you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it affects your brain. It affects your heart. You know? So them thing them have to be conscious.
Rashina, yes, alkaline is what we need to activate our power.
Power.
Yeah, you go, girl.
Yeah, man. On name, Rashina. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It seems that Rashina is updated on the thing, man. And
No, I want no man. I
keep
want
herself.
You see with the Rashina, any subject,
Shall keep herself.
any topic. Listen to me.
Shall keep herself, you know, in a serious manner. Because it's very important, Mrs. Trin and me brethren.
Yeah, man.
Really, because the first thing, you know, a kill man is what man eat. Is your food. Is your food. Imagine, alright, people don't fast again. Because usually, you know, I LEVI as black people, African, Ethiopian people, we have a time when we don't eat. You have to abstain from them to clean your body and to revitalize your cells. You know, because if you eat all the while, you not rest, the body not rest. Because when you eat, you have digestion, your body is working to digest the food and to transform the food into something different and to keep what is good, to make you grow or to make you feel nice and nice skin and you look fresh and you look nice because of the food you eat and the way your inside, you know, move. But if your inside not move good, your outside, you know, that go reflect on the outside Rasta. It's too important, the food and the drink.
Yeah,
And it's something them poison I.
Kula Chris, if I pronounce your name right. If I not pronounce it right, my apology. But I can't understand. We eat goat, cow, and pig. The next animal we don't eat, they do laugh. Well, boy, who's to ever decide which animals we eat? But you joke. It's only certain people, certain race should say don't eat everything because watch you know. Some country eat dog, some country eat rat, some country eat cockroach. So basically, are just different people are different countries choose not to eat certain things. But in general, everything get eaten. If you look around the world, everything get eaten.
Yeah, man eat everything.
Every single thing. Once he can crawl and once he move.
Through disobedience, yeah, and ego and greedy. But it's more or less disobedience because man don't need those things there, you know. The father show you, man eat herbs. That's enough for man. And you can balance yourself and live good. Fruits, herbs, grains. You know, you see birds. One thing man I observe in nature, sometimes I look on ants. How ants are work. You look on birds, natural birds. I mean, I talk about eagle or prey, birds of prey, you know, but them eat little seed and little grains and herbs and them are fly all over the place, you know.
Yeah.
Them are do them work same way and them have youths. Them build them yard, them net, them have children.
That's true.
Them live as good as, if it's not better than I and I. Because them call I and I in the morning when I and I in the countryside. They come wake up I and I. Nighttime, you know, they make you know that night I come, the sun go down. So the bird, them have them last little chant. Early morning, then start chant for you. You know what I mean? And them not eat no meat. Those one there. Because Bob tell you, 3 little birds.
Yeah, man.
When Berani Selassie, Bob Marley, Berani, light of the Trinity, Berani Selassie, him come chant, 3 little bird come, you know, by him step, by him window, by him step door. 3 ital birds, you know, I not like, you know what I mean, carnivore or bird, you know what I mean, the big bird, vulture. And the vulture I'm talking about the 3 little birds, and it's the same birds that in the African history. There's a man called Saint Jared, and they have a history, them say, I think it's about the 5th century AD. Him did have the same 3 little bird, they have an Ethiopian history, you know, them say, 3 little bird did come chant for this man, which is a saint, Saint Jared, and from that, him build up the Ethiopian music, the foundation of music. And the man write notes. You know, I talk about the 5th century, then time there, people don't know about notes. No man in Europe, no man in America, I write music. I think write music, you know, when I talk about chant or sing, you know, write music and sing it. Composer. You know, 5th century. So, but them these 3 little birds come sing to him. And him get inspiration and whatever. Then see the Almighty show him how, you know, what type of music he write through the birds there. So refer back to Bob Marley, Robert Nesta Marley. Him see 3 little birds. Them birds, the ital birds. Ital birds, you know, organic birds. So them thing is example for man, you know, man see how people live good without eating meat. Even fish. Man don't need to eat fish, you know. But two I, you know what I mean? I eat fish and some I eat. But you don't need that. It's not necessary. It's like it come like some extra. Yeah, some extra something. Yeah, but I tell you, my lord, what do you mean?
Oh my days. Oh, that sure.
Them tell you the herbs, eating of the nation, you know, and even the last chapter of Revelation. Yeah, Revelation in the Bible, you know, which is in the book of Revelation, the last chapter them show you that the herbs will be there to heal the people, to heal the nation. You know, it's not the chemical not the pharmaceutical products. Neither the meat gonna save people, gonna heal you. You know, even when man sick, you know, see, even Babylon them say don't eat meat when you get sick, man really sick. Man don't give man eat the meat. You don't give man drink blood when him sick. You can't, you know what I mean? You can't drink blood, you know, when you're sick, because you go kill yourself. You know, see, so man have to know them things there and really consider deeply what you eat, what you drink, what you talk, and the way you walk. I mean, the way your actions.
Your actions.
When I mean the way you walk, is your action, what you do in the morning, what you do in the day, noon, what you are doing in the evening. Man have to meditate upon them things there, you know. How you live with people, how you live with your youths. You know, did you give your youth enough time in the day, in the week, in the months? You know, what did you prepare for your youth to talk to? What type of communication? You know, what about his identity? Did you tell him about his grandparents? Cause to the youth there in England, in Woolipet, him don't know, you know. You tell him about the breadfruit, the coconut, dreadnut. Woolipet youth, me see the youth in the Brixton market the other day. Me feel the family, you know, but when the youth see first time him see a dreadnut, I say, no, my youth, you can't, you know what I mean? It's not a big youth still, but I say, ooh, this is terrible. You know, for a black, I mean, a dreadnut, a coconut.
Yes,
So, that can't real because I know we that. It's us. It's some, you know what I mean? Somebody say if there's something going on, the people set something on I fee. I don't recognize I. You don't recognize your food, you don't know about your own people, your own self.
Your culture, you don't know about your back, nothing.
Nothing, Rasta.
Last.
You know, see, so them things are very serious. So see the amount of work to re-educate and revitalize and uplift the people then. You see, so, but yeah, give thanks, machine. We can, yes, we can. And it's all possible, you know, we don't have no fear, we don't have no, you know what I mean, no doubt. Now we're going through the struggle, but we are confident, like the IC, we're confident in the victory of good over evil.
Definitely.
Let me show you that picture, Bridget. You see the three little birds I did attack earlier. If you can see it good, you know. And Cynthia Red. Yeah. And Cynthia Red, you see three birds on the top there.
Okay, oh, yeah.
On the top, you know.
Yes, man.
Green, gold, and red.
Yes, he bird them,
yeah. And them send the message for him, to learn how to play the music. See the drum there? And when you do your research, you will find out that the drum that they play in them time, they're still using it in the traditional music, is the same heartbeat that we have in the Nayabingi. Because we never know that, you know, it's through them thing then and we learn and we find out. But from the 5th century, from them time, even before that, we listen to their music and I say, but it's the same 1, 2, 1, 2, do good, do good, do good, do good. You see? And we see the three little birds, we say, well, them think they're real because nothing new under the sun. You know, see? What was before is what is now and what's going to happen in the future. You know, see? Babylon come squeeze us. Same time is the time of Lot. You know, the time of Lot and Abraham, them time there, and Sodom and Gomorrah. Remember Sodom and Gomorrah? Well, for those who remember, because some of we dead there still. And some of we get, you know what I mean? Yeah. Sodom and Gomorrah. Remember Jericho. The walls of, and I have to go around before them you know, them get mashed up, they fall down, you know. So same time, we then at Babylon and we have to go around 7 years, 70 years, 700 years. before Babylon fall. Because we are running this thing, you know. Yeah, the fall of Babylon, and we are running it, you know, and not them, you know. Because the reason why them pressure we, because them feel. Them know them are go fall, them know how we. But through them, you know, them have to pressure we because them fear us, sir. But you have to go wrong until them fall. We can't stop. Jump now, bingy, do the work, pray our prayers, you know, and do the good work. You know, see. So we give thanks again, Big Bridget, if you spend time with the item and spend time with the listeners.
Yeah, man.
You know, and the good feedback that we get, you know, straight away and yeah, man, it's a power, it's a joy to, you know, to be alongside in this time of the year.
Yes, man.
Like we say, Babylon, 10 years ago, Babylon attack I building, Rastafari HQ. Yeah, sorry. And then some 100 years ago, 150 years ago, Babylon attack the fortress of Magdala, the capital city of Ethiopia, Magdala, in 1868. You know, and they loot the church and burn down the church and the palace to the ground, the whole city. They burn it down. Then the worst thing, you know, for Magdala, Rasta, because the same thing are going, you know, from what the history. All right, them say, according to the British Army, them say that the emperor killed himself. You know, Emperor Theodorus of Ethiopia killed himself when he see the British Army. You see what them say? All right, them take everything. So what them do, them take him son, Prince Alamiyu, and him wife, which is a queen, Tiwunesh. You know, Nigis Tiwunesh, and them abuse her on the way back, because they have to go back up north and go Eritrea, the land of Avila. The Eritrea is Avila. In the Bible you can see Avila, but now they call it Eritrea. They go through that. And you know them kill the woman. Yeah. They abuse her so much that the woman died, Rasta. She was the queen of Ethiopia. Them take the youth, the Prince Salamiyu, the son, you know, of the emperor and the empress Tiwunesh. Take him to India. A little youth, you know, 7 years old. Take him to India, do all kind of thing with him. Then take him to England, to Queen Victoria. And the youth, I beg them to return to Ethiopia. They never sent the youth to Ethiopia, and the youth died in England when he was 19 years old. You know, sadness, and I think he catch a kind of a cold, same way in England. He catch a cold and him sad that 19 years old he disappear. And them still have him in a Windsor Castle, them bury him here.
And really, you may say, I know time for
so,
that
2
right
days, you know,
about
them
now.
thing that are going when the British Army come and destroy and take the gold, silver, and the books of Ethiopia. Them books, they're serious, you know, some serious book that they never have here. And some book that never come out of Ethiopia. They want to keep them even now.
Have them same way.
Yeah, them have them. And some of them, the Queen don't even have them in the British Library. She have them in her personal collection. Because some of them is special prayers. You see this? Yeah, man, there's some serious book. I mean, it's something we have to take time to talk about. This is a different something again. We have to take whole heap of time to talk about that. Because some of them book I give you the true story.
And really, respect for your understanding same way. Big up yourself.
Blessed Lord, blessed. Anointed. You see, them books there, a true book, you know, them will give you some truth that the man them erase from the Bible and from other books, other knowledge that the white man never give to the people.
So, do you think that the Ethiopian people will ever get back them books there?
Well, yeah, man, we hope. We hope and we fight for it, because some of them things did return still. Then return one time of His Majesty time. Then return His Majesty did request Then returned a cape and a crown. Then after that, more recently, they returned what they call a tabot, which is a tablet, a kind of church tablet. When the Ethiopian them write the 10 Commandments on it, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, they have that, and it's like a secret thing that for priests alone, you know, like, okay. Yeah, man, them give back one of the pendants that the man, because all him thing them take, them rip from him neck, him amulet, or him cross, him have a pendant, a special thing.
When Mr. Williams big up.
Them take that, man, them take that and take it to England, in personal thing, you know.
Have them take them, man.
Yeah, him upon him neck. And the other day, them give me back. Because what them do, when them reach here, them see them, they have so much things, the army, then give a part to the queen, and the soldiers keep some and start to sell to people. One Ethiopian cross, silver coin, gold coin. Them sell that all over Europe to people and things like that and make money. So what them say, after that, them see the empire get even bigger. That was the apogee, what they call the apogee, the top of the British Empire. I'm talking about early 19th century, late 18th century. This is when the British was in his full force after them conquer, after them loot the country, Ethiopia, you know. Them get money, and them start building. Even if you look in England, most of the big buildings them.
Delroy Thompson.
Not
Thompson. Thomas.
Okay. All them big buildings there you see in London, Central, in the city. You see the date on them. 1880, 1894, 1893, 1870. This is after them get that money. Them start build them thing there in England.
Okay.
That still lasting. The big monuments them.
Yeah, now that they start step up and...
Yeah, and build new thing in England. New building and
thief.
Because them have that, they did have that thing from India and Ethiopia. When them get the gold from India and
money
Ethiopia. Them start building thing and modernize. 19th century, England is big. British Empire on the top. I chew them thing then and what them thief again. You know, the rest of Africa. You know, Nigeria or Ghana, all them thing there. Remember Ghana was the Gold Coast, you know. They used to call it. And now for no reason.
Well, and make people here again, what they used to call it?
The Gold Coast. I know we call that, you know. The Gold Coast. Mean that gold was coming out of Ghana like bread. Look on the books, you know. History me attack, you know. Facts, you know. Remember Musa. Musa was the richest man in the 14th, 15th century before the white man come. There is a man called King Musa who control all the region from Mali going to Ghana, you know, to Zimbabwe and all around Congo. And them say the man did have gold, like he must send gold to Egypt, to Syria, like gift. They might have gold on the ground. Them say big piece of gold man have in him hand. I walk street and in him pocket. Man have that. Them time there. So imagine when the British come and them see.
A big criminal them.
Yeah, man start to get gold and take gold to England, to France, to Europe. Them, yeah, and the Gold Coast. And not for no reason. Them know when them call them give your name, them know why them give that name, you know. Them man there. The Gold Coast was there. Too much gold will come out of Ghana. Until now Ghana have a heap of gold. Even now you know. Yeah, I tell you. But them, the man that take gold, like the British Empire is based on that, you know. And
Georgia, I love to listen to my elder Rasta full of knowledge. Yeah, man, Elder full of knowledge, man.
Different.
Elder got good with
Just
you,
a little
man.
bit, you know, cause you know, me little in this thing, you know, me just come in still, you know.
Yeah, that's true, but you might little still, but the amount of knowledge that you have, it's a lot for us. Because you little, but upon them level, so to speak, we even smaller. We're a toddler. You understand?
But we want to come together. Although, yeah, because even that knowledge that me have.
You landed. Big up yourself and the blessings that you land.
All are we supposed to have, you know, a piece of that. And all are we supposed to know them things because for me them things are basic. Because when you know, we see when you start really knowing those type of things, we see when you start really to understand where I and I people stand, where I and I people is, what them do to I and I. This is what, you know, through the years, this is what I understand how we strong as special people. Because like me said earlier, the Rastafari movement was due to disappear years ago. If you look on the documents and the facts that some governments, colonial governments, are their communication amongst themselves and them give order to destroy the Rastafari. Them call His Majesty, ask His Majesty, the Emperor of Ethiopia, Haile Selassie the First. I tell them you not this, tell them you're not God. Tell them not to come to Ethiopia. That the government asks the emperor to say that to the people. Tell them do not come to Ethiopia. People, me have the document, you know, I don't talk. We have it's on paper, it's a letter from British government to the governor of Jamaica. Them time it's governor. Until now, them, you know what I mean? Because all the things we think, them people still have control. The Caribbean, the islands, them still have power upon I and I. Until I and I don't liberate, come 100%. Economic, physical, material, moral, spiritual liberation. You know, through education and self-determination, self-sufficiency. You know, we have to learn to do I and I business amongst I and I. This is what I try to avoid. Me not buy from anybody, you know. Me take time to buy food. Me have to take whole heap of time. Me waste whole heap of time to buy food and people. So they say, but me can't buy from any man. Me not buy me food from any people. We can't do that. Me not eat in a people's yard. We don't do that. You know, see. We have to spend time to really live because the place is so dangerous. You know, see. All you walk the street, a man come and, you know, try to do you things and you don't know the man. You know, see.
Yeah, I told you, know.
May I tell you, them place is dangerous, you know, Rasta. So it's just the fact that I protect we and I make we go through. And, you know, we can't do certain things and expect that the youth are going to come with I and be stronger. Because the whole thing is that, you know, to have the youth stronger.
Yes, that's it.
Because, you know, see, because we don't pass the youth stage. And we don't want the youth to go through the same problem that we go through. No, man, we know the thing. We've been through it.
Want for them road to be much more smooth and much more better.
Yeah, more better, more wiser, more tolerant amongst themselves, more collective, more, you know, more unite. You know? Because what His Majesty show with the Emperor of Ethiopia, he tell me that spiritual and cultural education lead them back into unity on a personal and a national level. You know, see, mean that, you know, the spiritual and cultural education personally gonna develop I and I, but also in a nationwide when you come together and practice our spirituality and I culture together.
One
It will go
second.
uplift I.
1 second. Sean Simmons says the biggest mistake our people are making is to be eating from our enemies. That will never eat nor support us for growth. Well, there's something that sound like happen at level still. Because you have some people out there, they nanny and black people food no matter why, you know?
I tell you what.
Give us a 1 second where we can relax your jawbone for 1 second. Somebody say, bounce on Jimmy Cliff.
Aye. Blessed Lord, we you, Rastafari.
Pull up! Wheel!
I see you something, man. Give another teaching of His Majesty, Emperor of Ethiopia, and it's not the first. Because Mary get married in Ethiopia.
Yo, you know, long way across the river. I know we can't fully reach our next side. We reach our next side, but it's like we can't rest, we can't settle properly.
Listen, Mrs. Yeah, man, respect. There, boy.
Yes, people. Okay, this.
Pure love, man. We give thanks for the tune, we give thanks for the song, we give thanks for Jimmy Cliff's works, you know? Works on and power. The words on and power. Which is good, you know, fair and I feel good and, you know, Isle of Full. So we are go through the motion. And we give thanks again
Give
to
thanks.
Majesty, you know? Works on and power. Highly Celestial the Almighty. Rastafari. Blessed my people, blessed my people, blessed love and peace, you know? More strength and courage. I respect.
Let me see time. Oh my god, you know, so we're on 2 hours 15 minutes, Jesus. 2 hours 15 minutes.
You dip on pause now or?
Okay, no, it's still I run.
Is it-
No,
okay,
no,
okay.
it's still I run because they haven't played music. You know, it's still there, run, man.
So play next tune or?
Yeah, I remember I go do, but
Yeah. Or if you want to seal up, you don't
I'll
know the
seal
time.
up, yeah.
Feel the reasoning I go on.
drop one more
I
and
want to make it
then
one liquid thing here, no sweat. Yeah.
so like a rank, so.
So we can announce sweat before we go in. And we have more things though, like we have these documents. So Sam Cook.
Okay, okay, go to the right one.
I don't know, I don't know. We connect.
Alright, beautiful people, here we go on. Rashina, me soon will drop it again. Me will finish up with the interview and then me you guys kick back and beat some tune. Cause I don't know the elder have to travel and I'll like me where I got the whole night to do this. So see la for interview and then run some tune. Zin? So this is the explain to them Ella.
Yes, my father. Yes, Mbweju. This is a newspaper we get the other day, you know, last month. You know, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, you know. So it's a newspaper in English, one of the Ethiopian newspaper, weekly newspaper. I talk about Aina in Shashamani. We see our two Mbweju in there, Raskamba and Brother Moody on the front page, walking in Shashamani town, and then my flag and thing like that. And in fact, the article I mentioned our struggle through the years in Shashamani and the reward that we are going to get in terms of nationality, residency, permanent residency, I mean, and Ethiopian nationality and waiving upon entry, visa entry or renting there, man not going visa to go Ethiopia, all unpaid fees, you know, will be cancelled, you know, and I, especially I youth, children, you know, Rasta children in Shashamani will be able to attend proper school and will be able to find work, you know, see. So it's one step, and they put it on the news, newspaper, it was on radio, it was on the TV, and it's an achievement. Whatever wants to take, but it's a great achievement for I, and we hope that other African countries like Ghana do the same recently. You know, 2 months ago, Ghana gave nationality to Wulipawi, about, well, I mean, a few of us still about 20 to 25 ones get the, you know, Ghanaian official, you know, residency and where. So we are praying, we hope that the whole African continent going to move in that same direction. And we pray and hope that the African Union, which is the as you know, the headquarters, you know, the headquarters in Ethiopia, we hope that the African Union going to start to move towards I diaspora to work, you know, and find, you know, work and listen to I. Because that we want, you know, we want to the African Union, the African government, at least to communicate and listen to I so we can listen to them and start engage a form of communication and development. You see? So we give thanks for, you know, those type of works, you know. Latest news is like the island of, in the Caribbean, the island of St. Kitts and Nevis, you know. Recently, also last month, they had a diplomatic and trade agreement with Ethiopia. That was recently the island of St. Kitts, and you know, it's a little small island.
Okay.
But the minister, you know, went there. Prime Minister of St. Kitts was in Ethiopia. You know, they started agreement and they want to trade whatever, I don't know exactly what products they're gonna, you know, exchange or trade, but you know, things moving up.
Things is moving up, you understand?
You know, see, and other African countries looking forward to link up with the Caribbean islands and with the diaspora. You know, all those things, you know, have been said in the last AU, the last African Union meeting. They have a meeting in early February, late January, they have a meeting. And the diaspora is also one of the main issue, you know. So I now have to get involved and, you know, really make things happen.
Yes.
Yeah, because remember, Africa waits its creators, you know, and who it awaits is we, you know. Because Africa, everything that a man needs, you know, a man wouldn't need. And he's waiting for I people to come forward, come back to your motherland, love your mother, cherish your mother, and she will accept you. Because she's your mother. You don't have no other mother. Black people, black woman, black man, if you know them thing there. Your mother is Africa.
Mother Africa.
Yeah, Mama Africa. All mama. And you know, see all our mothers, you know. Them. Yeah. If you feel it, the spiritual love, even whatever things them doing in the system,
if I get for
spirituality, them tune with Africa. Our mothers, if you look deep, our grandmothers, our mothers, them tune with the continent, you know, with Mama Africa. So something we have to respect and deal with it. Don't be afraid, Rasta. What the media say, the European media. Different. Do your own research, even internet, whatever, and read newspaper. Go to the news. Go to the African news, the real African news. Don't go to Sky or BBC or them, you know, CNN.
I say them water down, you think them not give the fullness.
They not give you the fullness, man. I tell you the truth. Because when we depend the thing on the continent, from what me see and what me hear, because we are listening to the news, you know, once you there, they might give you news, South Africa, Gambia, this, blah, they might give you more news of what is happening in Africa. And you see, because a real thing. And it's happening. It's happening, brethren. There's a whole heap of development going on and a whole heap of opportunity for jobs and stuff like that. If our youth, for we and our youths, them are with whole heap of people with degree and young people, young blood and fresh and
Yes.
with new ideas and strength.
And doing
Because
things.
we are called upon the youth because they are strong. So now is the time. Instead of going upon the road, do this or do that and find themselves in some predication. Predicament.
And about negative nonsense.
Yeah, find yourself in some negativity, some predicament, hospital, find yourself in a dead place and gather your strength, prepare yourself to forward to Africa and to work for your mother. Africa is your mother. So stop being disobedient. Just get yourself together, do your research, come to I is there, Come to I, we can leave I links and where, and let's work together and make it happen. Because there is space for all all space debate. It's not like, England, the pollution, it's not like here. A man can breathe fresh air debate, Rasta. See? Fresh air debate, man, people who suffer with asthma or them problem there. Fresh food debate. Like back home, you can pick up the fruit same way. Mango there, avocado,
Everything
pineapple,
natural, fresh.
you name it, fresh.
Organic.
Same way like Jamaica, same way like St. Lucia, Dominica.
Not that bastard, the speaker of a tree.
See, all dashing, yam dashing, all them things they bought Rasta. Green banana, plantain. There's no, you know what I mean? The only thing we don't see, not in the truth is Aki, but we know them have Aki in Ghana.
Yeah man.
But we don't see Aki in the west, in the east part, Kenya.
Them have it man, but they don't eat it.
Kenya, Ethiopia, we don't see Aki, but
them
we don't see.
They don't eat it.
But otherwise, all papaya. You name it, my lord. Food, fullness, the earth is, in its fullness in Africa. All food, me never know. Some fruits. Kashmir. The first time you eat them fruits there, Rasta, what do you mean? His Majesty is the emperor's favorite fruit. Kashmir. When you eat them things that they, hey.
Somebody
so, what is the thing we can...
Does the Rasta know why is the name Africa? Why is the name Africa been changed 10 times as we know that the whole continent was known as Ethiopia?
Yeah, and Kush.
You know? I might ask if you know the reason why the change.
Well, Africa, as we know, it's not I give that name, The name was given to the continent by foreigners, All right, we used to them say Kush, the first mention we see so far, is the land of Kush, the land of Punt. The Kushite, after Kemet come up north. The Congo exists from way back, but it's Congo with K. It was not Congo with C. The Congo with K, the original name Congo. Ethiopia, Abyssinia, Ethiopia, also Ethiopia is the original name, from Ainai. And the Greek take that name for themselves. And them say, okay, this mean Ethiops, mean burn, whatever, Because one of the first king of Ethiopia was called Ethiops before the Greek. Okay. Yeah, man, we used to call the land Ethiopia, after the Kushite and the kingdom of Damat. All them places there. All the kingdom of Damat englobe Sudan, Nigeria, all going down to Kenya. You see? The continent I've been to a lot of names, even Atlantis. Some people say Atlantis. People used to call it, with different names, but we know originally, from facts, the closest name was the Kushite, land of Kush. You see? So from that different, you know what I mean? But we will know Africa was also the name of people. You know, people used to call them name there. You know, see, before them call the continent, like, you know. So all them things is research and deep reading and whatever research and knowledge and ask questioning our ancestors, our parents, grandparents, questioning the African elders. You know what I mean? Because even all Nigeria used to have a different name. You know, all them places there, you know, Ghana, you know what I mean? All them people give people name, give name, city, country name, cut off borders. We never have to use borders. Like a man can't go through. You know what I mean?
Just never know everything that's chopped.
Yeah. Because I remember I conquered the place, you know. We never have no borders. We used to travel all over the place. And exchange. When we pass, we see our brethren leave that, stop there and exchange with them what we have, and they give us what they have, and we continue our road, or we can settle there, we can, you know, see. But it's true that it's something we still have to study again, because this African word is not really I, you know, I name. You know, we call I Kushite, I Ethiopians. You know, which is more traditional, more cultural, more, you know?
Yes. More original.
Yeah, original. You know?
Yeah, man, that was good, man. Yeah, man, it was a nice reasoning. It was a nice meds. One of them.
You see, so there's more to come. There's more things happening, and so we give thanks for the time, we give thanks for the reasoning, we give thanks for life. The last point I wanted to put forward, you know, to the listeners, especially, that we know that this year, as me say earlier again, is a special year, you know, 2017, and also it will come 2010 within the Ethiopian calendar, because you know the Ethiopian calendar no reach yet, you know. 2010, because it's a Roman, you know, the Roman changed the thing, put the thing forward about 7-8 years within their calendar, their time. You know, but I keep the same Kushite calendar from the time of Kemet. Because them say before Egypt did have the same calendar with Ethiopia, you know. And then Egypt, through them, get invaded by the Arabs. And then the European, them change everything. But Ethiopia kept the same calendar from the time of them say from Noah, the flood of Noah. This is when them start them calendar, you know, it's after Noah. You know, see? So if you have to go back, if you have with an Ethiopian culture, African culture, you have to go back from the time of Noah, after the flood. You know, see, things get restart and yeah, man, start live different again. You know, see, so from them time then till now, will everything happen? And now is the year that we're moving on a different stage. Physically, you will see that a lot of things gonna happen in the world. It started already anyway.
Start already.
With the government, people, the leaders, there are some new leaders to come this year too. Some new man will come, and woman and them will behave away.
And I cut
in other words, and then
there was no flood and no Noah.
All right. Yeah, every man can have them opinions, you know. But we are, you know, them think I talk about facts, you know, I talk about research in Africa itself, you know. We don't know if them have flood in England or whatever. I don't know about England, you know. But I'm talking about Africa. I'm talking about the continent, the creation where man, black man, the African, you know, Ethiopians start to walk upon that and work. You know, because, you know, we the first start to deal with animals, you know, control and talk. Control animals. Because animals is things we're supposed to work with them, you know. Them obey to man, and we find themselves They not obey to I because I people not follow the law of nature.
So not obedient, no, did they?
No, they're not obedient again. Because them find them fear. Them come to fear and because we start to kill them and give them hard time. But one time, man could have talked to animal and instruct them to do things for man. That was what the bean pun, the use was to, to help man.
Yes.
Help man to do his work. Yeah. Anyway, so...
Man, it's name them off.
And kill them off and yam them off.
And then they say so them have to make a stand.
Yeah. So them start to fight we too. And kill we.
Oh my days.
Make
laugh more time,
But if, look good, if man have peace in themselves and live in peace, man still have them powers there, all recently in Africa. All now, you go Africa, you see man still talk and control animal and talk to animals and control them through wise mind and spiritual development. But true, if you carnal and you are drink blood, you are eat meat and all kind of thing.
Can't talk to a lion.
No, the lion not going to listen. Because he might go smell. He might go smell, One thing we don't know, this animal, we don't smell, but them animals, them have better smell than we. A snake smell you from 50 miles. No, I exaggerate, but even 10, 20 miles. A smell can smell the egg, Is what him come, or a pregnant woman. He must smell him, I will come and lie down. He not go buy the woman, He might go lie down there or roll around she. Through the smell that she having,
Okay.
Keep docile. Yeah, man, them think that nature, Yeah, man. I know every snake, what I mean? Snake, if you know them thing don't touch you, If you know how to deal with them. Same way me see man sit down upon lion and ride lion like a mule. Like he's upon a mule, And man just sit down, jump on the lion, sit down and just ride the lion, just move and man sit down and yeah, so it's I. It's I have to develop them thing there and be mentally and spiritually strong enough. Cause them thing there is it's cause the father show, is we, After him is we. But
we must become one with nature.
Yeah, but we don't follow the thing. Most of the time we disobedient. Because we not live in righteousness, we don't live in love. And then things happen to we. Things happen to we, So easy what I say this year now, 2010 I come in now in Ethiopia. In 2017 I go on now in Europe. So we pray for things to change. And that governments, in other words, and all of them, institutions, acknowledge and recognize I and be grateful to I for what I have done. Because through them don't know Rastafari people have done a lot of things, Woolly thing we do in all over the world. Whether Jamaica, whether Caribbean, whether Trinidad, all America. See? England, Europe, France.
And that's one thing, because me myself, I know the Rasta fraternity always have headquarters everywhere. They always have some, no matter where you go, some from an organization, and the organization them always closely linked. Like even when I was telling you about the elder, you see it earlier, you're the elder reason.
True.
We don't meet in person, but we used to correspond to a lot of email, fire,
and works.
Things around the organization where you involving over England here and in likewise America, but yes,
Washington.
Everything
True.
Because it's the same work and it's the same journey,
exactly,
the same movements, but just different countries. So we know it's a powerful movement.
And they have to acknowledge, the work that I do, cause all diaspora, from even to the music. We defend South Africa, You know, we defend the whole Africa, Ethiopia, the whole, all Jamaica, you know what I mean? Because Rastafari always talk about justice and righteousness and peace and bring up I black people that the white man put them down, but we always put them up without apology.
Without apology.
Yeah, man, and chant them, you know, and chant them name and acknowledge them. All Mandela, all Malcolm X, all them Monday. Marcus Garvey, man, don't stop chant Marcus.
Yeah, man, I show.
Cause tell me how many R&B, soul, or even jazz man I chant Marcus. No, I talk about black music, you know, or even African music. Because them have only African music, you know, Suku, so different name. Only African. How many African music chant
Marcus.
Talk about Marcus, chant Marcus Garvey.
Holy.
Me not even talk about His Majesty cause.
No, they are different.
Me not even going at that.
That's a different.
Right, Lord, you just see.
That's a whole different song.
But Marcus, Mandela, you know them people there. And I put them name there from people years.
Yeah.
And I chant and I promote black liberation and struggle through all those years. Yeah. All the Muslim, you know what I mean? Me not disrespecting of no Muslim, but them not really call Paul Buckle and them people there, Nani.
No, man.
It's true Rasta, you know, people know them thing there.
RAS.
A true Rasta man, people come to know them, you know what I mean?
Them not busy with them inside them, man.
So, you know, Peter Tosh, them man there, you know, chant the thing.
Buju Bantan and all of them.
Yeah.
Garnet, same man.
Yeah. Jabib and the will of them man there. Still, you know, so we want the people to acknowledge I and give I position in a society, you know. Although we are not of their society. But true we are amongst them, we want to have the righteous position because we are the helper for our people. We need to help our people. We want to, you know, to say we can't let our people go down. Babylon can't take them again. Them have to stop. Babylon have to stop them thing there. Yeah, you understand?
Real, man.
Yeah, man. So this year we have to change. Mean that collectively we have to be together. And we have to work together. You know, if something come in, a petition, make all of we sign it. You know, if something have to come for the good and for the community, make all of us go in it.
And it's simple more time, like example, petition, it don't cost you a pence. And it does cost about 2 seconds. Literally 2 minutes.
2 minutes, basically.
2 minutes. You just click and go sign, boom, you done.
Yeah, you see.
And
them think that I bring change because them say there's a majority of people who need something
to change. I need something to be done.
Something to be done.
And petition is like where we can show our support in numbers. You understand? And once them see the amount of people who sign that petition and the amount of people who want the change or want something to done to whatever situation or circumstance, it have a grant.
You understand?
Yeah, man. So
we have to come together. We don't have no choice, my lord. So on that level, we are going to do a little prayer for seal up. And just to remind I people that this year our organization celebrate 80 years, you know. I mean the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated. It's one of the organizations that His Majesty founded, created when he was in exile. When he came here in the UK, 1936, you know. So in 37, 36, they meet and put things together. In 37, they register the organization. And since 1937, you know, and now 80 years, we still are going, and it's I really I lead the organization because we know how far when them started most of them they have no natty. All through them they did revere His Majesty and defend Ethiopia and accept His Majesty at that time. But and the Rasta man, and the full Rasta man. So now I take full control of this organization, and because it's a way forward. Remember that even the government and the AU say that it's one of the organizations them are recognized amongst the diaspora, the African Union. Them see them are still are recognized them, you know. So what we need to do is come together. You don't have to be a member, but come together, support the cause, get the information, do your own research, you know, and work towards repatriation, you know what I mean? Work towards centralize and organize, because this is where we're at now, you know. We not finished that part there. The organization and centralization not done yet. So let's work together, call the youths them, because they are strong. We need them.
That's true.
On the battlefield, we need the youth now. So let's come together and do the work and praise the Almighty Father, because what is better for a man to have joy in him heart and peace in him palace and in him yard. You know, see? So that's all we want, you know. Live good. You know what I mean? Live good with everybody.
Sure love, unite.
Unite, especially I people. The rest of the people, they come. But from we, as African, Ethiopian, black, you know, melanin. You know the melanin, when them come melanin people, you see it?
So we black is so we black. Big man up.
So
That
I
means
come
that thing turn
together and do the work faster, because I, you know what I mean? Me not say more. You know what I mean? I, you know. So them say, you know, this thing, we have a constitution who say that we, the black people of the world, in order to effect unity, solidarity, liberty, freedom, and self-determination, to secure justice and maintain the integrity of Ethiopia, which is our divine heritage, do hereby establish and ordain this constitution for the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated. On that, and I give thanks and praise to the Most High, Haile Selassie the First. Kadamawi, Garmawi, Kadamawi, Haile Selassie. Moambasas Managara Jeruda, Bidanialem, Biranialem, Amlakine, Exabirisum, Ababa Janoye. He is our Savior, our Comforter, earth rightful ruler, the Savior of this world. You know what I mean? The water that coming from the fountain is the Imperial Majesty himself come upon earth in his body to show his divinity to the world and to gather I people. So I give thanks and praises in this day and for furthermore. So I get blessed and be sanctified and be purified by the Father himself, balanced with Etegemenen of Ethiopia. A perfect peace and perfect love, a perfect unity within I palaces and I walls. Yes, my people, love, love, love. Rastafari.
Rastafari, Haile Selassie. Jah, yes man. As LEVI.
Yes, me
respect and blessings.
Blessed Lord. Just give me the seal, my Lord.
Yeah, but the seal,
Just give me the seal so they can see. A perfect peace and perfect love we are dealing with, you know.
You see it then?
From now, we know the works that will go on.
Yes,
on
man.
that side there.
Definitely.
Definitely, we not stop. You know, rapper. One art,
man. And this
yeah,
thing, man.
Love.
But before I left my name for drop the tune here.
See.
But people, Essential Caribbean Link Abroad present a workshop. Yeah, me I say people, if you know anyone who is interested into migrating to Canada for study, for work, for visit, for invest, or for everything, you understand? There will be a workshop on the check your date. 1 second, I'm find the date, people. Yes, there'll be a workshop. The day is the 18th of March, 19th of March, and the 20th of March. From 8 a.m. till 11 a.m., 12 noon, 3 p.m. and 3 p.m. 6 p.m. venue for registration and workshop. You understand? But people, forget the full accurate information. Just, my flyer is there. Just check the flyer on my Facebook page. You understand? The one on the phone, I need to go get the proper one. I can't have all the information. Them good. So just check the flyer on my page. If you know anyone who is interested to migrate to Canada, if they want to visit, if they want to go for work, anything. Because you know, more time people are, a person is going to migrate and them go past some site and get some crap information, some rubbish information. You understand? If you want the correct information and making a move like that, a migrating move like that, you need to go, as I say, check out Essential Caribbean Links Abroad. You understand? Canadian workshop information. Let me back up the number here. The number is 458 9829 479 2174. Next number 852 6303. So people, I'm just going to 3 number. I'm going to go again from top. 458 9829 479 2174. Final number 852 6303. You see me? But I'm saying people, for the full 100 information, just check my page DP and check on my page. I have a flyer out there. Mr. Delroy, what kind of tune you say you want to know?
Let's see.
Let me drop the tune then now, because after hours, because I know it's a UK time now, so I need to make sure the elder reach him as well. So I need to go sort out a cab, set the speed. Song,
enough message, enough vibes, good thanks by people, you know?
Respect, man.
I know people are strong, you know?
Nissy, thank you very much. I want to Nissy, me have to rate. Oh, you said to come to, you trust me, you're quick. I like it. Okay. Okay, come up quick. The one, yeah? Yeah, man.
When you ask down at sea, you know. There's a warrior, yeah. I'm a warrior, yeah. I mean, what you know, I jam and levi.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, man, we don't have no
movie then. Frenchie will be back with us tomorrow. Yeah, Frenchie will be back with us tomorrow. Frenchie mash up for Frenchie. She did that Paris. So, Frenchie mash up. Frenchie will be back tomorrow.
Respect, yes.
His gentle hand made I like son of him. Life was divided in sweet harmony going. Woman and children, how we are warriors.
We are warrior.
Are we a warrior? Look a bit, it's still look a big. Let not your love away from your
big tune, Delroy.
Oh, we are
Warrior.
Oh, we oh, Cupid, it's you, baby.
Big up yourself, you know, my brother.
Let you
My mother, big up yourself.
from your boat. I never let it go.
Shock. You didn't tell nobody say me cute.
You ever
I no want to look cute for no boy neither. I want to some man that talk about man looks.
is it for to shut down my door?
But anyhow, I know your time now and next time. Fix your good. And then you soon start.
Why can't we become like a love? It's not only when there's a small confusion.
Who laugh? Whoa, I see my name here. I said that 8 minutes long now. I play 3.5 minutes already. So it come like a full song.
Good night, peace, love, happiness.
You see,
health,
he land the best.
positive vibration.
But them know say, if me ugly and not like them want look cute for no man. Sometimes you see when you're there doing the work, you always have a few dog in You have a few eye. Anyhow, we not enough for them time now. Beautiful people.
Yeah?
Okay, don't want to keep.
No, you want to put one? You can put a tune up on that, no? Too late?
Yeah, because I don't want to sign up now.
Okay.
You have to do road early tomorrow. I know after 4.
What?
Let me see, what do you put it?
Put number 6.
On this one,
Yeah, just to seal up.
Alright.
It's one of my favorite youth bridging them. You know him father, the great Ellis, Alton.
Okay, yeah.
So that him son, we find that him son a very nice tune recently. When him asked I to be grateful, for everything that we have. Let me see, we want to play that. Yeah, man, we have to be grateful because
Definitely.
life is great and sometimes we don't realize, thanks, my how rich we are, Yeah, we are rich people, full of grace and blessings. So yeah, man, just play track number 6. You Beijing Christopher Ellis. A good youth still, Your father is a top musician.
One love we say. Hey peeps, me also have a new single I need for you guys to listen to tomorrow night as well. So I come tomorrow night live. I have a new single. I have a drop for the year one. RAWPA CRAWPA go touch the line. I touch the studio. I want to tune them record for a long time. Yeah, I never remember not about the engineer mixed up and send it on. I like it. So I say, yeah, it can work in the summer. So, tomorrow, you gonna listen and fight and then you tell me if you dash you away.